You have now entered the space of the most entertaining, most hilarious podcast on Friday nights. You got AP, Pac G, and GMS. 3G's family, lock in. Let's go.
3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's. This is the shit they've been asking for. 3G's, you have to know. Pour up a drink and pass the dro. Friday night's a classic show. Once a week we at your door. Guaranteed laughs for show. If you hatin', just watch the glow. Pay attention and watch the flow. AP the captain, he's steering the ship. A book in his hand, a gun on his hip. Packy say solid titanium bricks, vibranium shit. No phasing the kid. GMS on point, he ain't about to miss. Smoke in the air with knowledge and sense. Triple G's, where we at in this biz? Triple G's, yeah, we at it again. 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's. 3G's, 3G's, we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's.
Three G's family.
Hey y'all. Happy Wednesday, y'all.
What up? What up? What up?
What up?
I know y'all looking for the head nose in charge as well. He will be here soon. He is dealing with some technical difficulties, but his computer is loading up as we speak. And our brother AP will be joining the show very shortly. Everybody make sure you give him a warm welcome when he pulls up, because I knows he has a lot to say.
Yeah,
I know it. I knows it, dude.
You knows it, and you know everybody has missed AP. Like the last two shows that we went live, he was not here, so I know people are anticipating seeing him. So yeah, he'll be here.
Yeah. I've been looking for him.
Family. Where's Waldo?
I mean, granted, I could pull up on him and just go to his house, but
you know, I forgot that I literally can still click the comments because I wasn't expecting to be doing this. I'm like, why isn't he putting the comments up? Hey y'all, I'm so sorry.
Shout out y'all,
Hey,
man.
Glow.
Shout out to 3G's family.
shout out Glow.
Let's
Man,
go down the
this
line,
motherfucker.
man. I'm gonna go down the line. Shout out to Montez Noble, Social Media Boutique. Shout out to DJ Purge, OG Mont, Glow, Hot One, LaDonna Coleman, Black Fire Edits, Yucky the
3G's in this
Snowman,
motherfucker.
Elena
3G's
Gomez,
in this bitch. LaDonna, shout out.
Black Consciousness.
Yeah.
Eliana
Most
Gomez, she's one of our homies. Like she been here
Shout out
for a long
Eliana.
time.
Yeah.
Elana.
Yeah, and did you see Packy last week? Eliana had shouted you out on your haircut. She said you look good with a T.
Oh, thank you.
With the
Thank
haircut.
Yeah. It's
Sitting
still
down in the
cut, but
building,
I
the great one
need
in
a
the
fresh
building.
cut though, y'all. I need a fresh cut. You know what I mean? But it's still there though. You feel me?
I've been thinking about it, but I don't think I should. My homeboy just cut his hair. He's been growing his hair for a long time, and he just cut his shit off too. So I'm thinking, I don't know.
You're thinking about it.
GMS, you know what's so crazy, GMS? I had braids before I had my dreads, and I cut my braids all the way off and started out with a low haircut. From low haircut straight to dreads. What's happening?
Hey.
Schnauzer.
My bad.
How do I get
My
you
boy.
on over on the left-hand side, AP? Do I have to take me down? Let me take me down.
Do it matter? Shit.
No, hell no. What's she doing? What's she on?
She's a producer. She like, you know, the lighting. This nigga nose look better from the
His nose look better from
this
this
nigga
side.
nose look
Yeah.
much better from the
No, it just
hydroxylase angle of the
She trying to color coordinate us and shit.
hell yeah.
Shout out, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out my
What's
boy
up,
Abe Pete, man. He back. You hear me?
yes.
Yeah, man. I'm
And hey to
sorry,
all
man.
our new subscribers and new friends.
Shout out my
like,
boy Kirk, man.
love seeing y'all.
You heard what I called you, AP?
Yeah, I know it.
Shout out my boy Kirk, man.
That was the first shit that
Yeah.
came to my head.
If you know, you know.
Well, shit. What up, man?
What's the word?
What's up with you? Like, I mean, what you been up to? The people been waiting to see you, man.
For you. Like, we've been holding it down. Your nose, you've been in the chat once or twice. You know what I mean? They've been looking for your nose, man.
A call during a live show.
Nose call, no show. Nose call, no show. Like, what the fuck? Shit, man.
Man, look, man, I'm glad I'm back, and today is a good day to be back, man. I've been watching all the fuckery going on, and you know, hopefully we can get to all that shit piece by piece, because there's a lot of fuck shit going on. Goddamn,
there's a lot of fuck shit. There's a lot of fuck shit going on in the city, but you know, I don't go.
Do you want to control the comments?
In what way? Yeah, like, I can do that. Sure.
Highlighting them because I've been doing it. You know, I'm thrown off.
She want the worst read nigga to do the damn comments.
Look, you click them, I'll read them. How about that?
I think you're a great reader.
Hey, I be fucking up their names. Mark Ladon.
Nigga trying to tell
Mark Ladon, nigga. That sound like a dinosaur. This nigga got a dinosaur name and shit.
You sound like Habibi. Mark Ladon GMS.
Shit. Smoking that gas, boy.
Damn, he said.
Come on, Peggy.
Look, I done missed the whole meeting. Did y'all have a meeting?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
A little bit.
I was sitting here the whole time trying to get my motherfucking computer.
I was backstage listening to Tupac Thug Passion because I'm drinking Alizé and Hennessy tonight. So
but AP, can I just ask you a question? I'm gonna try to be asking nicely. Like when you know it's a show day, like why you can't try to turn your computer on like 3 hours before the show? Like,
man, look, funny you brought that up. So. Look, man, no bullshit. I came fucked with the computer at like 3 o'clock. No bullshit. So what happened was,
sir?
Me and my wife got a new fixture for the bathroom, right?
Oh, okay.
So we turned the power off. My dumb ass not thinking that that's connected to the same power.
The same breaker.
So we, you know, switched out that fixture and all that shit. I come down here, everything off. Well, everything back on, but the computer off. You know what I'm saying? Played myself. That's what happened. Simple shit. Simple, regular.
Load back up.
It happens, G. It happens.
You know,
you feel me? It happens.
You didn't.
You know what happened to me today, G?
What happened?
I went to work. Early as fuck, earlier than normal. I went to work, and I get there. We got to put some gutters up, put some new gutters up on this house. Take the old ones down. First off, taking the old ones down with some bullshit. Now, mind you, I get to work at 7:30. It's 88 degrees outside at 7:30 in the morning. You hear me? Yeah. And it's humid. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? This is hot as fuck. So I just sweated out 2 t-shirts doing this goddamn job. Luckily, I finished it by 12:30. You feel me? It was an easy job, but at the same time, when the heat is out there like that, if you don't stay hydrated, that shit will drain your motherfucking black ass out there.
And it's dangerous, right, Peggy?
And it is that. Yes, it is dangerous. Yes. Hell yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up, Binky. Yes, it is dangerous.
My job been dangerous for years.
Water particles leave your. Listen, I wore some motherfucking jeans out earlier. I thought I was cool. I don't like wearing shorts, G. Like I'll wear them, but I don't prefer shorts. You know what I'm saying? So
that was like wrapping your legs in aluminum foil.
Nigga, my motherfucking.
That's because you got the camel legs, G.
Sweat trickles down my fucking thighs. Now I know how bitches feel when they giggle too hard and shit. Nigga. Like,
that little trickle come out.
Yeah, I had a little baby pee coming down my leg all day.
I said the little baby pee. This nigga stupid as hell.
Some taint sweat.
Not the taint sweat, GMS. Come on, man.
You got swalls at work. You know, I'll be wearing black suits at work, man. I'll be having swalls all day. You know what swalls
that nigga get sweat in the wintertime in that black suit.
Sweaty balls.
That nigga black suit.
GMS being
got deodorant stains on the motherfucker outside of that bitch.
No homo. Nuts chafing like a motherfucker in a black suit. No homo. But yeah, that motherfucker nuts. Yeah, that motherfucker like, goddamn, bro. Can you watch? You gotta put the powder on your nuts, man. When you put powder on your nuts, everything is fine after that. Powder your nuts. You get out the shower. If you put lotion on, you can powder up after lotion though. I prefer after lotion because it's going, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be cooled off by then, you'll be straight, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, look, they like get to the show, nigga.
Yeah, they tired of us
talking.
talking.
Get to the
I'm
show.
talking about some hygiene shit now. Hey man, hey, listen, this 3G's now.
Hey, if
3G's is clean now. We some clean niggas now.
To clean it, motherfucker. We can tell you
Hey
about
man, we some
putting
clean
powder
niggas, man. It
on.
ain't no, hey, fuck that. We
Man,
some
y'all
clean
did not
niggas
have
now.
no meeting.
We did.
Hey, listen though. Let's do that though. Let's get to the topic. Let's do it like this though, because there's so much to cover. We're gonna bring up the motherfucking subject by subject. Everybody, we're gonna pass the shit around like a joint. Everybody say what they gotta say, because we want everybody to get it out. Because it's a lot, like I said, there's a lot to fucking cover. I actually was watching the content. Like I watch shows for this shit. And I've been goddamn if I sat through all that shit.
Snitched show.
I'm so proud of my guys.
Since you just coming back, man, since you missed last week and you just come back, what do you want to do? You want to go first, or how you want this to go?
I don't care who go first, G.
I think you should go first.
I'm gonna listen. Let me take control because y'all doing too much.
Please,
okay?
Run the show.
I want to talk to AP first because the three of us guys, we gave our opinions on everything.
Yeah.
This is the big thing really that was going on last week, AP, was the fact that your theory was proven correct. And a lot of people actually had showed up and were anticipating hearing from you, seeing that it was proven correct. So first of all, is there anything you want to clarify about your theory, or how did you feel seeing that like you already knew what you was talking about?
Well, first and foremost, man, I'm always right about shit. You know, it's just finally I get a motherfucking opportunity to get my credit, goddamn it, because it ain't hard to see any real. Listen, this is another reason why I understand Corey sometimes. I ain't far from that nigga.
No,
even though he do some hoe ass shit. It ain't like I ain't never did no hoe ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
I've been knowing you longer than anybody on this panel, so I know you done did some hoe ass. I was with you doing some hoe ass shit.
Damn it, yes. We did some hoe ass shit. All right, thank you, Pac.
We did.
We'll hear from you in a moment, looking at it. So what I'm saying is this is what I know about your average heterosexual male. If he is around an attractive woman, I don't give a fuck if it's your mama, his mama best friend for that he called auntie his whole life growing up. If it's the bitch at work, if it's a young woman of coming to age, like if there's women of all ages, if they are fuckable, your average heterosexual male is somewhat interested in her. And given the opportunity to, most niggas
go smash
is gonna try at least. It's gonna try at least. So when I seen how Corey was behaving with Marcus, how he was, once I seen Miss Jonay, it was a fucking no-brainer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't do nothing special. I just said what the fuck I would have did. I would have bought Marcus a goddamn car. It was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So I would have bought.
If I gotta get to it,
I would have been wearing fucking hats and stupid ass. You know what I'm saying? I would have had a little hats with the little brims and shit. But who made your hat? Oh, about my lady friend, Miss Jonay. I got a lady friend that makes hats.
This nigga
retarded. I'm just saying. So if I would have did it, why the fuck wouldn't Corey try to do it? So I don't want to harp on that too much, but long story short, he just did what most average niggas would do. That's honestly the truth.
Yeah.
So
that's interesting because I do believe that, like, I mean, we all saw it from the start, and it was very clear how he was treating her in public, as far as like on his show and how the different comments he was making. Marcus would have had to been a fool to not see that Corey was trying to get at his mom overall. You know what I'm saying? Like when he said that on his show about what he was doing, I felt like he was being completely honest at that time. Like he said, I was doing all of this
there
to try
ain't no
to
way
get.
Marcus didn't know. There ain't no way he wasn't watching the fact that Corey came over to. I guarantee you, if Corey was at that house, the conversation wasn't to Marcus.
Right.
He was a nigga in the room while he's at their house. You get what I'm saying?
Shit.
It go back to straight nigga shit, dog. You gonna get over there. Listen, I'm that creepy nigga, dog. I'm the nigga that be in the kitchen with your mom while all the young niggas in there playing the games.
Hey, he not lying though, y'all.
I'm in the kitchen with the mama talking shit while she making greens and motherfucking macaroni.
Yeah,
That's
he not lying. Yeah. He helping. He helping in everything too. You hear me? Baby, could you, hey, mom's in the kitchen like, baby, could you could you go over there and get that pot for me, that strainer for me?
Get that pie up out of there and let that rest on the pie and let it rest so it don't.
Hey, he in the kitchen doing extra shit for moms. He's trying to get on her good side. You hear me?
You want me to preheat the oven, baby? I'll preheat the oven.
Mama, nigga.
I'm in there with the aunties, the big sister, and the mom in there laughing like a motherfucker. Y'all niggas in there playing games and arguing about dice games and shit.
You was always Manish when you was quite young.
Like, I can fuck everybody.
I can vouch for that. He's been there. He's been that nigga.
I can tell.
I can
tell, Packy.
Able to eat.
I can vouch for that.
I can tell, Packy. He seems like he was a Manish.
Oh, he was very Manish. I ain't gonna lie though, but a lot of our whole little circle was a bunch of Manish little niggas. Like, I ain't gonna lie, we was some Manish little niggas. We still Manish to this day, like all of us are. You feel me? Like, so
I believe that.
Well, I got a question. I question. Do you think does that? I mean, even though it's something that's regular, we all know that. I mean, the average guy probably would have did the same thing Corey did if they were in the same position Corey was. But does that make you less of a dirtbag? Or
hold on, say that question again. I'm sorry. Hold on, Packy. Let me hear the whole question. Go ahead. Then you can start with the answer, Packy. But what was the question?
We all know that this is average behavior for most guys out here, especially if you're in Corey's position. But does that make you less of a dirtbag for the attempt? Because at the end of the day, even though your intentions, you're making it pretty clear, but you're also pretending like you are this guy's friend, or you're trying to bring him under you to try to, be like, yeah, I'm taking him under my wing. He's a young comic. I'm trying to help him up, only to have your ulterior motive be brought to the forefront because you got too sensitive about him joking on you.
Okay, let me answer that. Okay, check this out, GMS. That shit go vice versa for the lady. Simply because I've seen older women, people's mama's friends be like, this your son, girl? Yeah. And they all on the son dick. Before you know it, the son dick all in this old lady pussy. You hear me?
Oh, for real? It really goes down like that?
Yes, it goes down like that. I swear to God, it does.
See, I don't be knowing.
It does, though. It just being honest, like it goes vice versa. Like it goes hand in hand. You can't say just the man is on some thirsty, freaky ass shit. The ladies be on the same exact shit. Honestly. Yeah. I swear to God. Damn. They do.
That's crazy.
What's your thing, Binki?
That's my answer. That's my answer.
I agree.
I don't remember the question.
Sorry. I didn't see it.
What was the question again?
Happy birthday, Binki, y'all.
Y'all did not have a meeting, goddammit. Y'all had one job. Y'all had to have a meeting, goddammit.
No, you know what it is?
We had a
like
meeting.
You really threw me off. So like I'm thrown off because I was expecting to come in and you just be ready. I was there on time, and once you weren't, it just threw me.
All right, well, let's
Binki,
get into it.
I don't want to cut you off.
All right, let's get back into it.
Granted, Binki, you wasn't really ready. You act like you didn't know how to use a computer and all kind of extra shit. You didn't know that. But Binki, hold on, wait. I want to stop all everything else in the podcast to give a shout out to our sister, Binki. Her birthday is Friday.
Yeah.
So, happy birthday to Binki. We're gonna take a shot. Binki, I'm taking a shot with you on the show
take it with
for
me?
your birthday. Yeah.
Y'all just so y'all see Binki's cash app is on the bottom here. Anybody want to contribute to her birthday dinner or her birthday drinks and all that,
anything. Yeah, show her some love, y'all. Y'all come to fuck with the 3G's on the regular, so why wouldn't y'all show our sister some love?
Thank you.
Feel me? Like, come on, y'all.
The gangster with a heart of gold. Okay, we're gonna take a shot real quick, and then we're gonna get back to it.
All right, let me grab.
Where my bottle at?
Oh wait,
I got
okay,
my bottle right here.
AP, you got the grass on. Thank y'all. I'm a Leo, as you know, because August.
I got the liquor store bag, so I'll be on bullshit.
Oh my life,
at all time. At all time, I got something. G, go. All right, y'all ready?
Bottle was just
we ready.
Cheers, goddamn it.
Cheers. Happy birthday, Binki.
Happy birthday.
All right, thank y'all. So back to the show.
Now, so given AP's absence last week, we talked about a lot of things that took place with the situation at hand. Just to do a quick recap, because I'm pretty sure everybody here already knows how this played out. Marcus made a video making fun of Corey, roasting Corey because he had 2 broke wrists. He showed the 51-52 cast on. Corey did not take it lightly. He went back on his show and made it seem like Marcus was trying to be malicious with his intentions, and also made it seem like, well, you didn't call me to check on me before this happened. Now, I see a lot of people were divided in that, but what made me feel odd about the situation was how people were trying to coddle the feelings of a dark humor type comedian, somebody who does, cross the line often when it comes to not just his comedy, but his commentary when he talks on certain subjects. It seemed like a lot of people forgot who Corey was as an entertainer and a comedian and decided to try to get on some high moral stance
as you talk about Kraig.
Situation. Oh, what you got to say about Kraig?
It sounds like what you talking about Kraig.
Because I was actually gonna ask AP a question about Kraig.
Yeah, that sounded like Kraig, because Kraig gets on that high and intellectual shit to explain away fuck shit. He started using words and start talking about some goddamn psychology books this nigga done read and shit.
He left the whole dictionary verse on my comment section.
I don't want to cut nobody off, but can I throw something out there about Kraig? How I feel about Kraig on that shit on YouTube called Roast Me. Kraig, the coldest nigga on there. Fuck the rest of them.
For sure.
Is he?
Roasting for sure.
Roasting?
No bullshit.
I swear to God, listen, I feel like me and Kraig would have a motherfucking amazing roast going back and forth. Because I'm a roasting ass nigga. AP will tell y'all, I'm a roasting ass nigga. You hear me? I will sit there. What?
He said, what? You put this nigga in roast mode.
Nigga, roast me now, nigga.
Roast you now, slick head ass nigga,
freeway looking ass nigga.
On the real, on my mama, Pepe Le Pew mustache having ass.
You look like the nigga on Coming to America that was renting Hakeem his motherfucking
light skinned brother-in-law who tried to fuck all the cousins looking ass nigga. Who was that girl? You was talking to that nigga? Yeah, that's my brother-in-law. Oh, he been fucking all the cousins. Light skinned putty nose ass nigga, shiesty, slick head ass nigga. No bullshit. Elf ear having ass nigga.
You foul as hell, G. Let's go. Let's move on. I gave you your shot. You ain't ready for Kraig.
Get on your ass. You know it.
You ain't ready for Kraig.
Get on your ass.
All right, let me ask.
Fuck you, nigga. I'm on y'all ass, nigga. Both you light skinned niggas. You're taking up for Kraig because he beige like you, nigga. Tan ass nigga. Shut up.
This nigga reverted to shut up. Nigga, you ain't ready for Kraig. This nigga ran out of heat and said, shut up.
Shut up.
Hey, let's move on though, for real.
Okay, but I do want to ask AP, I do want to ask you a question when it comes to Kraig, right? Because again, we didn't even get your opinion about last week and everything. And like Kraig seems to kind of be a yes man with Corey.
Kraig is a yes man. If that's what you asking me, 100%. Now listen, let me say this so it don't sound like I'm just got venom or heat for Kraig like that. Okay. Let's just be technical. When you stick up for a nigga who is in the wrong clearly, and you have some type of interest with that person where you don't want to burn a bridge, so you everything the nigga say, and you co-sign what the nigga say, or you defend everything the nigga say. That is exactly what a yes man is.
That's dick riding.
That too, but I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far because
because that's the same shit. It's along the same lines, G. But that's dick riding.
He could just be looking. He could embrace Corey like a mentor. I mean, they in the same industry. He might just looking for a big homie in that way. But Corey is clearly. And I give Kraig credit. I never looked at him like he's a hoe ass nigga or he ain't a real nigga. Like I look at Kraig like he's somebody who got some morals to stand on. I respect Kraig at this point so far.
Exactly.
But when you sit next to a nigga who is clearly, what would Reaper call that nigga? Clearly, he's a fuck nigga.
Yes, he would.
Kraig over there acting like he all philosophical. He ain't philosophical. Craig ain't keeping it 1,000.
AP funny as a bitch. AP, you funny as a bitch for saying that, nigga.
But
you funny as hell for asking that question, G.
He on the same fuck shit that Corey's on.
Thank you. So my point is,
I know sound just like him, bro.
I give Kraig enough respect to know that Kraig knows the difference between a fuck nigga and somebody who has a little more integrity. I don't give a difference. But this is the problem. This is another thing. They say shit about like don't bite the hand that feeds you. I heard a lot of words being said about why they're sticking up for a nigga like Corey. Listen, if you a man, like if you had your daddy in your life, like because these niggas was shooting like all kinds of shots, like a woman.
Like a woman. Like a old high yellow woman acting ass.
So my point is, if you got your daddy in your life and you got all this shit you trying to throw subliminals at niggas and all that, you would not kiss the ass of a nigga when you don't agree with his behavior. No. Either you stay out of it like you telling other niggas to do, or you pull your big homie aside and let him know I can't be on the show until this shit get worked out. I'll come back when y'all done.
See, Kraig can't do that or whatever because Kraig don't know how to stand on his own too on 5150 or whatever. He got to be on the Kraig Fact show acting like a woman.
Hey, you can tell Kraig got little feet. That big ass nigga probably wear like a size 6.5
or whatever. Reaper keep it 1,000. Look at that over here.
Hey, listen though, but check this out though, G. If you can't get on this motherfucker and tell your mans, hey G, you wrong for that. Like you not in the right for that. And if your guy don't respect you back for that, be like, well, my nigga kept it 100 with me. He told me I wasn't right for that. You feel what I'm saying? Like I need to respect his mind and be like, damn, that's gonna make you contemplate and think like, damn, am I really wrong about the shit? And then when you really go back and think about it, like, damn, maybe I am wrong and folks is right. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like he telling me some good shit that I need to hear. Like a lot of people don't want to hear what that guy got to tell them. If they doing some bullshit and that guy pull it up on them, like, look, G, like you moving bogus. You got to respect that, my nigga. If that's your guy, if you really claim to be your guy, you got to respect that, my nigga.
Yeah.
And maybe it's said in private. We don't know. Maybe he's just unwilling to do it in you know,
but I'd rather do it in private because that's the G way.
I doubt that would happen in private, seeing as you know,
Corey go treat it like a woman. Corey, if Kraig try to talk to that nigga in private, Kraig will have a problem the next week. Where that nigga do some hoe ass. See, that nigga jealous of me too. This nigga want to use my black just for men hair dye. I could tell that nigga been peeping.
Well, because
you know, Marcus, like that nigga is paranoid. Though.
Marcus mentioned during his because he did a question. He said y'all got questions, and he did that before 5150. He talked about some of the things that Corey said that he was like fabricating or putting extra on. So like. Y'all heard Corey say that Marcus had a problem with somebody saying that he was a sidekick or saying Boo Capone said he was a sidekick or something like that. Mm-hmm. Apparently, Corey made that sound like Marcus was irritated or felt some type of way with people calling him a sidekick. But apparently, from Marcus' side, now I'm not, people got two sides of the story. Marcus said that they were outside basically talking and, going back and forth. It wasn't nothing serious. It wasn't nothing that was, even a thing. It was like they were outside just having a regular conversation. He said, and Corey turned it into a whole other deal.
And so I can see him doing that shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
the whole point.
Yeah, and the way we saw him handle the Abe situation let me know exactly that's that type of person.
Let's talk about that Abe.
Can we please talk about that?
Because Abe been a whole ass nigga from the start, and y'all know this if y'all follow my show.
Hey,
y'all
GMS called you a whole ass nigga.
Abe is a bitch. Let me tell you. Listen, Abe, you came to my show when all this shit cracked off, when everything cracked off for the first time. Whenever Butterball came to my show and was in my comments as well, that same show. Abe decided that he was going to come in and correct the speculation of why a certain 5150 show got scrapped. He came in, he corrected us. Oh, okay, well, Abe set the record straight. He's part of 5150. He said it didn't happen because of this. Let's correct that. Boom, boom. Abe donated to the Cash App and all that, show love. After what's the name came into the motherfucking chat, all of a sudden now it's, oh, you know, GMS is this, GMS is that. The dude is he's gonna follow wherever the money's at. I respect it. Ain't no loyalty over here, but don't be on both sides and try to act like you understand what's going on over here and be, you know, trying to be cool. And the next thing you know, when you get pressed, now all of a sudden this GMS is this and GMS is a hater. He's been a weirdo.
Ain't gonna never.
But I mean, I want to talk about how he looked, you know, getting called. Like somebody in the comments said this, and it was funny. Somebody said Abe looked like how you look when you in your room minding your business and your parents had their friends over and they call you to the living room to talk to them. That's how Abe looked when Corey was like, come here, come here, tell him what happened. Now when Abe spoke, he told a tale, he told a story. And Abe, the way he said it and the way Corey was pushing him up and propping him up was to say, he just said, you never showed up. He said you never showed up. Tell them what happened. And that's not, Marcus never said he didn't show up. He said he did. He came, he took some shit, deleted some shit, and he left.
And it sounds like that's game. Abe even told on himself. Like that whole conversation, like you said, Corey tried to spin the shit even the way he asked him questions. But then he said, Abe was like, asking him about the cameras, like, what did you do? He said, well, no, I already had the cameras. So, nigga, you already packed your shit up before you even had an opportunity to see if he was gonna need you to do any motherfucking filming or whatever. Not only that, this nigga Corey used the word conflict of interest. You bitch ass nigga. Like,
did he really say that, G?
He told the nigga, hey, said conflict it's a conflict of interest if he go there and report the fucking. But bro, listen, Packy. If he tell this nigga, he don't have to say nothing else but that to let this nigga know I don't want you over there recording for this nigga. Yeah. Meaning, if you gonna do that, don't expect me to pay you over here. That's all he told,
which is crazy.
That's the craziest, nigga. You the lamest.
That is the craziest shit. Like, wait a minute, hold on, wait. Like, what I'm doing over here ain't got nothing to do with what I'm doing over here, my nigga. So I need my pay from you, nigga.
But listen to this, Packy.
From this nigga, bro. Like that ain't no. You got me fucked up, nigga.
Now listen to this, y'all. Remember,
y'all ain't had no
when Corey was going in.
Yes, we did have
on Grady for a very long time. What happened? Didn't Grady's barber say, I can't work with you no more? And he did that, as far as we know, on his own. And wasn't Corey very butthurt and upset about that shit?
Very.
He was, Binki. He was.
But now you
Grady's barber is Abe. Abe. He's doing the same thing he thought Grady was doing to him.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Abe getting off on all of them though.
But no, here's the thing. Here's what's messed up. You're controlling this young man's paper. So it don't matter if Marcus was paying him less than what he was making at 5150. That's still extra income to do something once a week. And then you're dictating some other man's income because you feel some type of way about the person he's working with he was already working with while y'all were cool. Why would you do that to somebody that you mess with? Why would you look at it at the tender age of almost 60 that somebody is choosing sides when really this dude's just trying to make a living? You know what I'm saying? Like,
he basically stopping Marcus money, and Abe money.
Both of them. And Abe sitting there like, yuck.
But Shan Groove said on Crip though, Marcus lost his respect. Yeah, he lost Shan Groove respect.
Don't read that word, AP.
I'm not gonna say it. You know, I was.
How you gonna say that when another nigga zipped up a nigga dress?
He said he marginally talented. He said he marginally talented. Marcus is a marginal talent. Corey is a top 5 comedian. Simps and stank hoes just don't like Corey. Now, that's interesting on Crip. So listen, let me say this though, real shit. Let me ask y'all this: is Marcus funny?
Yeah, I think Marcus funny.
I think Marcus funny. I give Marcus his Marcus could be more funny than what he is, what he produces. That's what I think. He has. in my
Yeah,
eyes.
and I've only ever seen his skits and his roast videos, and they're funny to me. And like when he's doing his his podcast, that's funny to me. I've never seen any stand up.
Some of the skits and roast that he do, that shit funny as hell to me. So I feel like he has potential. G, like you know what I mean? Like I feel like I know some funny shit. I mean, I feel like that's my opinion. Some other people might be like, well, what you think funny is not funny, but everybody's opinion is different. So I'm not gonna go off of anybody else's. I'm gonna go off of mine. What I think about Marcus. I'm gonna give you my opinion. What I think about Marcus. I think Marcus is funny and somewhat funny. He can be funny, and he has potential to be funnier than what he is. So
I'm gonna say this: Marcus is the type of funny that he is, and what I mean by that is Corey is 100%. Shout out to the nigga that just whoever I just read his shit. Corey is one of the top 5 stand-up comedians. I agree. I've seen the nigga a million times. He always got new material, same subjects, but new material, and he funny as fuck. And he is probably one of the underground, uncrowned kings of comedy, for sure.
He is
that nigga. Sure. Listen, Packy, that nigga can't act to save his motherfucking life.
No,
he can't be funny in film to save his motherfucking life. Black Jesus was trash. Corey does
trash
not.
As fuck.
I love Black Jesus.
Shout out to my boy though. Hold on, wait. Shout out to my boy who plays like Jesus though.
That was hilarious.
Man, listen,
I met the nigga in person one time, but listen,
that don't make
he's
you
a good nigga,
boy,
and I fuck with him.
Fuck Link
That's
too,
my boy, man.
I
fuck with him. Listen, your opinion is your opinion.
Pac G, calm the fuck down. Let me get this shit out. You gonna get yours out.
Fuck you. You ain't been on the show.
You jive ass nigga.
You ain't been on the show in a few weeks, nigga. No, okay. I'm gonna choke you up when I see you. I know where you live at.
Y'all better act right.
Come through.
Oh my God.
On the G, you know I'll come through.
On the G, you ain't gonna do shit.
What?
What?
Heaven help us.
Folks on the G. I'm like,
folks on the G.
Don't worry about it. Say
don't
less.
worry about
don't
it.
worry.
Say
I'm gonna pop up on you.
I'm gonna pop up on your ass. Your dark skin.
No, the fuck you ain't, nigga.
No, the fuck you ain't.
You know where I'm at, nigga.
You know where I'm at.
Pull up, nigga.
You pull up. Nigga. All right, look, hold on, stop, dog.
All right.
All right, listen.
Y'all stupid as hell. I can't stand you guys.
That's how you gotta do Packy, man. Just repeat that nigga to
That's my brother. That's my brother. We do. I love you,
love.
nigga.
It's love for sure.
That's
love
all
you,
need.
Now listen, G. Damn, I done lost my fucking point. What the fuck was we talking about? God damn it, Packy.
Fuck you.
We were on Black Jesus.
Oh yeah, oh here we go. Marcus being funny. Marcus being funny. All right, now listen. I ain't gonna be long, and then I'm gonna let y'all get y'all's in. Marcus, if I had to cast a motherfucking movie or a show, I guarantee you Marcus would kill his role far better than Corey. So Chris Tucker is funnier in film than he is on stage.
Yeah,
there's a lot of niggas funnier on film than they are on stage. Marcus is talented. Marcus is funny. His type of funny is translated through his clips. If he was doing a role, the nigga did serious acting on his podcast. Just him and his cousin was doing clips and shit. The nigga can act. So I bet you I would put my money on Marcus' talent.
On Marcus
being more useful to the industry than Corey.
As far as filming go, right?
But as far as being on stage, I never deny Corey's ability.
You can't. You can't.
Yeah.
But you can't call a nigga like Marcus not funny, and
Corey
this nigga probably
is
kill a motherfucking
stand-up
show, you know what I'm saying? Or a movie.
Comedic. You feel me? Like this nigga is a comedy, like he up there with some of my favorite comedics. You feel what I'm saying? Like I give Corey his flowers when it comes to that, but like you said, when it comes to acting, he horrible.
Okay. So remember last week?
Corey ain't no. Hold on. I just want the chat to say, niggas, y'all stop playing in the chat. Goddamn, I don't even give a fuck if you one of them Corey dick ride niggas. I don't dislike Corey's comedy. I don't dislike 5150 show when he's not acting like a bitch for the first 45 minutes.
I fuck with Corey.
At the end of the show, it's always a good show if you can make it past his fuck shit.
Yeah.
So I don't got a problem with Corey, but we're being honest over here. And that's the shit that niggas like Kraig and other people ain't able to do. They might even think the way we think. They not able to say it because them niggas done borrowed $20 from this nigga before. and apparently you borrowed $20 from a nigga, you can never speak against the nigga again. But as far as Corey being a beast, y'all tell me one motherfucking movie, show, or anything where Corey was for real funny on. I gotta hear that shit. I go watch that shit tonight.
Listen, I
don't think
Corey gave me a shout out. Corey gave me a shout out some years ago back when we first started this 3G shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "You one of the guys. I respect what you got going on, all that shit. But you know, my boys and them don't fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like AP didn't fuck with you. I mean, Meech fuck with you somewhat, but AP don't fuck with you at all. As far as your comedy go, he fuck with you, Corey.
And that's all that matters.
Shout out. I respect your shout out. I respect the shout out, my boy, because I always respected you as a comic. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like your acting, you need to do some work on your acting, my boy. That's all I'm saying.
Can y'all tell me real quick all the things that you know of that Corey's been in that I probably should have seen or should know? I know he was on. Someone mentioned Half and Half. I saw that in the chat. I know Black Jesus, but I haven't seen those things. I just know.
I try to watch Black Jesus, man. I'm sorry.
Hey man,
it wasn't.
I thought Black Jesus was funny.
Black Jesus was
decent. What was the funny part?
To me, it was decent.
What was the funny part?
It was decent.
Bro, the whole show, just like, everything.
It was a little slow,
man. Charlie
y'all
Murphy,
niggas smoke too much weed.
No, listen, I'm trying to explain.
Go ahead.
Charlie Murphy for one.
He always blaming something.
Hold on, no. Hold on, John Witherspoon is the funniest nigga ever, but he not. You don't know him for his stand up. You know him for being funny in films and shows. Right. That's why I gave Marcus the credit I did, because he could be in the lane of a nigga like John Witherspoon. But Corey, don't tell me nobody about Black Jesus, but Corey. Tell me what was so funny that Corey did on Black Jesus.
Booney was the character that was under his mom, and it seemed like he was playing a real role if Corey never became famous. That's what made it funny.
So he was playing Corey.
Yeah.
He was playing an old ass struggling ass nigga that moved to fucking Cali to get on in his
he didn't get on. I got to pull up of every single movie that Corey Holcomb was in.
Okay. Name him off, Packy.
He was in the Medea Boo movie, Boo Halloween. Corey Holcomb was in that 2016. He was in The Wedding Ringer. Corey Holcomb was in The Wedding Ringer with Kevin Hart.
Oh, okay.
Corey Holcomb was in Think Like a Man 2.
Hey, that Pip.
Corey Holcomb was in Dance Flick. And Corey Holcomb was in The Watermelon Heist. I ain't never heard of The Watermelon Heist.
They talking about that.
Listen, the pit bull joke, that was one of the funniest scenes in Black Jesus when his baby mom came over and he said he couldn't take the kids because he had to go get his pit bull checked or some shit. He's like, nah, I ain't gonna be there for my kids, but I'm gonna always be there for my bitch. That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
That's a funny ass shit. How you gonna be there for your kids, but you gonna be there for your bitch? That don't make no sense.
That's Corey's comedy. That's Corey's
funny
comedy.
though.
Yeah, that's why I said he put a lot of his own things in there. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give him credit for that.
Like I said, the man writes good jokes. The man is a good stand-up comedian. The reason why y'all not seeing him in real films, they gave him shots. You think this nigga didn't have opportunities? They can't do shit with him. Yeah. That's just. Let's keep it. Let's talk about the money side of it. It's like, man, why would we use him when we can use some other niggas that's gonna actually produce better quality films and shit like this shit?
Or bring in more clientele type shit or paper.
I agree with that too. Like, I'm just saying I could do more. If I was writing a script, I could get Marcus in there way more than I can. Like, Corey, listen, he'll just be that same nigga you said on Black Jesus. He'll have to be that every time.
Listen, AP, I'm gonna give a perfect example. I love him to death. And I never discredit this man. Eddie Griffin. One of the greatest comedians that we've seen, G. But they discredit the man, just like they do Corey.
Discredit him how?
Because, like, he don't get the big roles. Like, them niggas don't get, like, the huge roles. Like, Eddie Griffin ain't got a big role since Master P was up. Think about that.
Nah, Eddie Griffin, his last really big role was Undercover Brother.
That's what I'm saying.
That was like the last like biggest like project I feel like he was a part of as far as movie.
And that was over with after that.
Okay, well, one thing I want to say real quick. earlier I pulled up a comment where a couple comments. Shout out to y'all where y'all mentioned the Cleveland show. Yes, Corey was good on the Cleveland show. Actually, I think he would have done really well if he would have kept going the animation route because he's so good with voices and just he's very animated himself, and his character on that definitely goes hand in hand with Corey's brand of comedy. So I did want to shout that out. That is one of them
in the background, and you're doing it for
hey, would Corey wear a dress would Corey wear a dress if he was offered a movie? Let's say it was a Big Mama's House 3.
Yes.
Would Corey wear a dress?
Corey putting that dress on.
You don't even have to be that big of a movie.
He will ask the writer, like, "Hey man, you think I could do this with a dress on? I think it'll really hit home with the that nigga is not solid. If y'all niggas can't see this by now, man, he not standing on shit.
Wait, hold on, y'all. Wait.
He said only a flame playing my love interest.
AP pause. AP pause, y'all. Wait, pause. AP is insinuating is that Corey is gonna offer the dress. They not gonna offer the dress in the role. Corey gonna come up with the dress idea. That's what AP is insinuating.
He gonna call
That's
it
what I'm
jersey.
picking up from AP.
He gonna wear one of them jersey dresses. He gonna be like, no, this
jersey dress.
This shit cold. Y'all don't know about this. I'm a weirdo. I'm a weirdo.
This the weird
shit.
What?
No, you for real though, because I can see him saying like, y'all ain't never felt the wind go between your legs until you wore a dress.
Y'all to act like he's standing on that shit. He say the most suspect shit weekly. Like y'all niggas sticking up for this
like
nigga.
that.
Y'all
Give him some slack,
man.
bro. Give him a little bit of slack, just a little bit.
I don't know.
God damn,
he said we about to. He said we about to trigger the fatherless Corey dick riders with that. They already been triggered, man.
Who cares, man?
Nobody. We love them niggas. They help the show out. They be in here talking shit.
Hey, and guess what? Hey, furthermore, I'm gonna come on the show once again, like I did before, and tell y'all that Corey is not one of the guys. I'm one of the guys. If y'all know what one of the guys,
he made it clear. Hey, G, he made it clear. He made it clear yesterday that he wasn't. He made it clear.
Yeah, tell me some more what y'all think about yesterday's show and really the way Corey was handling it, because it seemed like he was very much in his feelings. Oh, you got something that you're gonna queue up for us to react to? Okay,
Marcus did the diss song.
Hey, DJ, we'll get there. That shit funny.
It was funny as hell.
All you niggas that say Marcus ain't funny. All you niggas that say Marcus ain't funny.
But we can't play the diss song.
I gave Marcus his credit, so now I gotta go listen to the diss song. I'm following your shit, Marcus. I'm subscribed to your shit, Marcus.
Hold on.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch the video, okay, and then if we want to react or make a comment on it, we'll ask GMS to stop it. But let's go.
Look at D's face.
Let's get it.
Holy.
Oh, I'm gonna talk about her in a minute.
Hey. Anyway, hey, my brother, are you available to come up here and talk for a second?
Or do you want to? He doesn't have.
You don't have to if you don't want to. I just don't want motherfuckers sitting on your name. And I ain't gonna lie, I want you to say that one thing because that's funny to me. That's funny to me about the fucking cameras. Are you fucking serious? What the fuck is this? You gonna come up here?
Or just use the mic. Oh, he don't want.
No, Abe, you don't want to be on camera? Come on, let Abe be on camera. Woo! Abe needs to be on camera because Abe has done a lot for the 5150 show, but he's done a lot for other people's show. In fact, we both have done a lot for other people's show, and Abe got shitted on. Abe, last week, did you show up for the other show?
Yeah, so last week, I showed up. Same time as they do every week.
And I want to say this real quick. I got to interrupt him. I did tell Abe it's a conflict of interest now.
Boo.
Brother is doing a little too much on trying to be at war with me. I don't want nothing to do with him. I'm not finna be going back and forth with him about whatever he want because I know this is.
I just want to say real quick that that's crazy for him to think that Marcus is like trying to go to war with him when the personal shit always starts with Corey. Always starts with Corey. Those are war words when you start bringing up people's personal business and putting them in a different light than not keeping it jokes. That's all I want to say. But let's keep going.
his Super Bowl. This is his big moment to shine. So it's gonna die down eventually. I don't want nothing else to do with it. Abe, being the person he is, said, well, it's his birthday show, so I'm gonna make sure I tell him after the show or whatever, show up for him. Woo, woo, woo. And what happened?
All right, so when I showed up, he already had another videographer there or producer, whoever you want to call it. And so the whole time I've been
Abe was like,
you cheating on me? So Marcus don't got no
cheating on me, nigga?
You know? So as soon as I saw the other dude there, I was like, all right, it looks like he already chose up. So I was like, all right, I just bounced. And what's hilarious about this was
who cameras he used.
The cameras that Marcus used last week were the cameras that Corey had given Marcus for like the first 3 months of the mainstream show.
Pause the video.
And then after that, I decided to invest and buy my own cameras.
And so he was using
I'm trying.
Listen, real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. Darlene was so insufferable during this segment of the show.
Hey, can you break that down for me so I can understand what the fuck going on? What do you mean?
Oh, like she insufferable, like hard to deal with, hard to tolerate. Like the things that she was doing, the way she was acting, because she stays stuck on mute most of the time, and she act like she don't know and she don't have no opinion. And I don't know, but all of a sudden you are making all these faces and you're acting like you really give a damn about Abe and like he's just your innocent baby or something. And it's like you really have no loyalty to nobody that's been on that show with y'all.
Yeah.
Like once Corey don't like him, once Corey don't like him, she don't have nothing but goofy shit to act like and do behind them. That's all I want to say.
Exactly,
hey, can I go ahead, Packy?
She, Darlene, she Corey puppet. So, I mean, like low key, Corey fucking on Darlene behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Like
probably grown people do what grown people do. I don't fucking mind that.
I mean, but like so she gonna go with whatever the fuck Corey say. You know what I mean? If a nigga sticking dick in the woman and she feel like it's good dick, guess what? She gonna ride with whatever the fuck that nigga say.
That's fine, but she can shut the fuck up. She could just sit there while he talk his shit instead of all this performative, weird, goofy shit. That shit was so phony and fake. She's fake as hell. Like that shit was irking the shit out of me. Anyway, I'm sorry. What were you gonna say, AP?
Basically, I was gonna say what Packy said, but the Reaper be on 8 motherfucking heels about that shit.
Yeah,
about fucking
clear. But this for niggas that know though, that's why I think Reaper was a player in his past life if he not still a player.
That's what I'm saying, because real niggas know, like real street niggas and real player niggas, they always gonna be on top of all that shit. Like we read so much shit. Like I know if a bitch want to fuck me when I first meet her. You feel me? Like I wanted them. You hear me? Like on some real shit.
But listen,
like,
G,
I know if a bitch want to fuck me.
If Darlene, y'all said something that was deep. Y'all said she ain't loyal to nobody on that show.
Exactly.
But Corey. So that let you know Corey is probably done. They done
piping her. He
all of the above. All of the above. He more than he more than a source, a dick for her. He probably a source for anything she need, and that's honestly what Corey's obviously has been doing. Because if you listen to every nigga that tries to speak up for Corey, they got a Corey did this for me story. Just because a nigga do shit for you, do not eliminate that nigga from being a bitch made ass nigga. Bitch made ass nigga. Because he's doing it for bitch made motives. He doing it for whole ass motives. So if I'm looking out for niggas only on the strength of I'm utilizing them and I'm throwing them niggas crumbs so I can use them when I need them.
And I throw them off like I did this for that nigga. I did that for that nigga. No, nigga. If this your nigga, you ain't doing it for your nigga. You doing it out your heart, my nigga. You doing it like my nigga need my help, and I ain't gonna say shit about it.
If that's really why you doing it, but he do it. He do it because he paying these niggas in crumbs. He keep doing these favors because he can't give them real payment. So I make sure these niggas is right where I need them, where they gotta answer my call when I call, where they gotta come when I say come, Where you know what I'm
that's
saying?
Why they ride his dick the way they ride his dick.
And they ride his dick the way they ride his dick.
Yeah.
Pause.
But
that's
listen,
exactly what the fuck you doing.
Then the next
Pause.
time Corey go
No
off
homo.
on her ass like he was on that show when him and Zoe got into it, they need to just sit back and be quiet. Let it happen and let them deal with it.
He kind of shows some of his hypocrisy when he brought up, because once again he brought up another female that he messed with, didn't mention her name, but he talked about another female because he wanted to make the correlation between Marcus talking about him helping out Corey at certain instances, and it was like it wasn't about, and Corey took it as, well, I'm the OG, I'm the nigga that got it, I'm this and I'm that, so if he's telling people that he did shit for me, it's gonna make me look less than, when no, he was, Marcus is saying the same way you helped me out, I helped you out do some shit. And it doesn't matter the severity of it, but we looked out for each other.
Yeah, but listen, GMS, the way Corey gonna portray it is that I did this for you, nigga. You ain't never did nothing for me. And that's bogus, my nigga. Like, when it come to me and my niggas, it's vice versa, my nigga. Like, I did this for you, you did that for me. Like, I'm not gonna broadcast it. I'm not gonna be like, well, I did this for my nigga. I put folks on, I did this for folks. Like, no, nigga, if I do anything for any of the niggas that I love, guess what? I ain't gonna never tell nobody about it, ever. You know why? Because I don't need the notoriety to say that, oh, well, I help folks out.
Because you did it out of love. You did it out of love.
Because I did it out of love. This came from my heart. This wasn't no, I need some clout. I need to have a bunch of motherfuckers know, well, I helped bro out when he was in his time of need. No, nigga. It ain't never been like that, and it ain't gonna never be like that. Just like my brothers came to me in my time of need, and they didn't go out here and broadcast like, well, folks was fucked up. He went through some shit, and we was both there to help him. Ain't neither one of my niggas ever did that. You know why?
Well, G, don't even bring it up now. Hey, let's finish this
video.
Let's finish this video so we can talk about
other time.
Those are my cameras. Every episode you guys seen that look crisp, clean, and sick, that's me. I mean, those are my cameras.
And the cameras that was used before, where they come from?
The first set of cameras for mainstream came from you, Corey. Yeah.
I just while the motherfucker shitting on me,
and looking like the nigga, he be moving like the dudes are like the dudes that be trying to do certain things when they around black people and shit. Like he try to move a certain way, talk a certain way. I don't like his mannerisms. But one thing I will say before I finish the clip, Marcus never said anything about those cameras being his. He never said that he bought those cameras. He never said any of that. So bringing it up,
this is my thing. This is my whole thing, though, Jim. It's like, who give a fuck where the cameras came from, nigga? We all in this shit together, doing this shit, recording this shit, doing all that. Like, ain't nobody asking for praise. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why do you have to fucking highlight where the cameras came from? Like, who give a fuck, nigga?
Cause he a super duper hellified nigga.
Shit about me. Like, I'm here to tell you, man.
Sense to me,
I'm here to tell you, man. That's the last motherfucker who should ever be shitting on Corey Holcomb. And I swear to God, I told Abe, I said, okay, you want to do the birthday show? That's cool, man. In fact, that's stand up. But I said to Abe, but you watch how motherfuckers shit on me? I'm telling you, they'll do you the same way. And sure enough, after all you've done over there,
projections,
man, every week, no days off, 2.5 years. So.
Then somebody else wants you to do their show too?
Yeah, of course. Everybody wants me to do their show.
After all that, you still got shitted on just like me.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Man,
you know the response gonna be, I didn't do nothing.
They did something.
Woo.
I got you.
Never no grace. Like, all right, you right. I fucking
on that nigga the whole time. Dude.
Hold on, Peggy. Let's hear what AP got to say. Let's hear AP. Hold on.
Hey, clearly he was, but this is what I was gonna say, man.
Yeah.
This nigga just said and try to make it like Abe was done wrong by Marcus when Abe was asked not to violate the conflict of interest and do his show. Now, what I believe probably happened is Marcus either knew Corey is such a bitch ass nigga that he was gonna tell Abe not to come, or that he couldn't work, so he made sure he had a backup plan, or Abe came and was acting weird. And Marcus was like, man, we got to still do this show. We got to figure it out. And they pulled out them old cameras and got the shit done. Abe already had his shit packed up, ready to go. He on this weird ass conversation with Corey. None of this shit sound right. And if I was Marcus and knowing a nigga like Corey, I would know that he probably would tell Abe he can't fuck with me. Or B, you know, I have to get my shit. I have to get it the way I can get it at this point. You know what I'm saying? And Marcus has the juice now. He can just ask niggas to buy him a camera. We'll cash app this nigga. He'll have a camera by tomorrow, nigga. Like it really ain't
got one now.
The money ain't shit, nigga.
Corey holds this little petty shit over niggas' heads, dog, and some of these niggas allow it, which is weird. That's why I call Kraig a yes man. Not to disrespect Kraig, but that's what the fuck yes men are. Niggas that be around niggas and cannot say what they truly feel because of fear of losing something. Now, if that ain't your situation, Kraig, show me how that's not your situation, nigga.
That's a fact. That's a fact, AP. Talk to him then, nigga.
But I mean, again, this shit is us giving our commentary for y'all niggas that be in y'all feelings for real about this shit. We don't care like you think. You niggas care
really
a lot.
You
niggas care
we really
a lot.
Don't give a fuck, nigga. I very rarely watch YouTube, nigga.
Gee,
so
did you ever
really
comment?
fuck,
how many times have you commented, nigga? Like,
I've never.
if I ain't on GMS show, and that's only because that's my nigga. Dog, I ain't commenting on no.
I ain't commenting on shit, nigga.
Hey, not to diss all you niggas comment.
Exactly.
What the fuck, nigga?
I comment.
But bro, that's what I'm saying. That don't make it a problem. It makes it a problem when you niggas is getting 40 off. It's niggas in this chat that have said 40 comments sticking up for these. Like, dog, you niggas is soft as a bitch on my mama. But
Corey, they daddy.
But again, listen, I want Corey to be Corey. This nigga ain't did nothing weird that I didn't already see. This nigga been the same nigga I called this nigga Mr. Spill the Beans like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And he been spilling beans ever motherfucking since. Like this nigga don't do nothing.
And that name still hold weight till this day.
Plenty weight. And it don't shock me when this type of shit happen. This shit normal as fuck. This is dude behavior. And anybody who around him and fuck with him gotta understand it's who they dealing with. That's all we saying. If you around a nigga like him, and not just him, it's a lot of niggas like him, then that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, this nigga said this is a weird ass show. Why? Because we not talking about a bunch of gay people all day. We not talking about.
Hold on, G. This nigga commented. This nigga here with a baby oil on his motherfucking Abby and shit. This nigga Samson got baby. That's that new jazz album this nigga finna come out with. Nigga. Too slick for you niggas. That's the name of this nigga jazz album. Slick on the horn ass nigga, saxophone playing ass nigga. This nigga got Johnson & Johnson on his belly button. Nigga, get your soft ass out of here, nigga. That nigga smell like baby magic lotion, nigga. You know that
the pink bottle.
Yeah, soft ass nigga.
Okay. Anyway, keep playing the clip.
All right, my bad. This nigga's crazy.
Welcome back, AP.
You know what I'm saying? I had my disagreement with that man, but that man basically gave me a career from Uber to motherfucking having a goddamn career opportunity in this game. I ain't even gonna lie. I tried not to say nothing, but when I heard what happened to you, I was like, ain't that a bitch? Shit it on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, but I knew
he act like he fucked this bitch, stole his car, put some dope, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad either because I know how this shit go. Everybody that fucking do me wrong.
They know he tried to replace you, Abe. He showed up for work and there was another person there, guy. Did you miss, right?
No, you ain't gonna make everybody happy no matter what, even though we telling the truth.
I see.
Abe, you ain't lying, are you?
No.
Because I didn't even know about that. Wow, I'm just hearing
Abe
about
ain't lying. I ain't shocked you got played, dog. That's what motherfuckers do. Man, Abe, I just had to let people know that. I don't even want to dwell on this too much longer, but I'm here to tell you, when you told me, when you left with your shit, because somebody else was there, whose shit he had to use?
You got to use your cameras from fucking the first level one podcast.
Hey, boy, this is the funniest shit in the world, man. I swear I'm not mad. It's pitiful that you have no grace for motherfuckers that have Hey, when you first start doing his show, I said to myself, basically, I'm just giving a nigga a show. But that's okay. I said, that's okay. I let people have what they gonna have, you know what I'm saying? But here we are, all this time later, and it's fuck Corey Holcomb and fuck Abe.
Good point.
I'm so glad you motherfucking didn't get into no problems over there. You got up out of there safe, right?
That was the other thing too. Is like you just I don't want to be caught in the wrong spot, you know. So.
Yeah, you just a dude who out here doing a job, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm glad you didn't have no problems over there because motherfuckers be acting like it. Motherfuckers be acting like it. So, hey, thank you for just giving that information because I didn't want to do it, but I just felt like I was like, well, I'll be goddamn. Because you know the story is you didn't show up.
No, I showed up. I showed.
That's the story.
Yeah.
No, for real, or you just saying
what? I ain't making this shit up.
I was literally
wait, pause it. Wait a minute. I ain't making this shit up. Yes, you are. Listen, people in the comments was calling him Story Holcomb.
They said the perks was kicking his ass.
We all know he be lying though.
Is he having dementia? Like early
if it's a person in this world that ever watched Corey Holcomb and never thought he was telling a lie about something, it's something wrong. You hear me?
That's just crazy.
I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Like
he's and that's the thing.
That nigga be capping about a whole lot of shit.
He'll create a narrative. He'll create.
I'm not a hating, and I'm not a hating ass nigga, bro. Like I get a nigga his flowers for his comedy shit, but when it come to motherfucking capping, man, he one of the biggest cappers in the world, y'all. Y'all better.
Hey man, what's going on? Hey, this nigga Reaper just made me think about this shit. Jazzbo. He said, making Marcus seem violent, character assassination. You know what I realized? When this nigga really low key trying to come for Marcus' career for real. He tried to say the nigga not funny, did not sell no tickets. He tried to say that the nigga be getting into fights and he always getting into some fuck shit at these events. That's so promoters don't fuck with him. This nigga low key did everything and try to fuck with his podcast.
But think about this, AP. Hold on.
This nigga's a bitch.
Listen, AP, think about this. You know the niggas out there in motherfucking Hollywood with Meech. So, you know, Meech, I talk to Meech on a regular. Meech told me, man, he said, G, it be all kind of niggas backdooring me, hating on me. And he said, nigga, I don't even do shit. He said, I only been on SWAT, and that was it as far as big roles go. I was in Schoolboy Q Video Dangerous. But other than that, nigga, I ain't doing shit else besides SWAT, nigga. He was like, but niggas be hating on me hard as fuck, G. And he was like, I don't even be trying like to get the best actor role. Like, I just want some side shit, nigga, to feed my family. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Misha bought a Tesla.
Said, I'm
like,
telling
nigga,
you, Marcus
like,
will
but at the
have
same
a
time,
TV
like,
show.
niggas be hating on me, G. Like, the Hollywood shit is crazy. Swear to God, like, he told me that shit crazy out there, G. Nigga just hate on you. Like, you just could be a local joker, nigga. And the motherfucker hate on you because they don't want you to get the top spot ahead of them.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Now, sorry, GMS was about to read a comment. What was
CL said, I'm telling you, Marcus will have a TV show or movie deal soon, and Corey will be pissed. Well, that's usually what happens. I mean, after the Grady thing happened, Kevin Hart came and swooped him up.
Hey, what would Corey say? What would Corey say?
Oh, that whole ass nigga out there getting backdoor for real. Backdoor. Yeah. Marcus had to take them sweaty shirts off and use them as lubricant.
This how I think you say. He be like, look, man, I ain't mad at you, man. Look, bro, if you gonna get your money, man, I'm not no hater. You know what I'm saying? Even though I try to destroy every motherfucking opportunity you had after we fell out. But nigga, if that's what you gonna do, little bro, I don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be, that's what that nigga gonna say. He gonna act like none of this shit happened. Like he didn't try to make sure this nigga never got to that point. He gonna 100% do some fuck shit like that. Hold on, let's answer this real quick, just since it's in there. Do y'all think Blaq Ryan stole them damn hats?
Nah.
No, I mean, based on Marcus' response, his mom and Blaq Ryan, it sounds like something was understood. So I don't
know. I think he might got the 2 for 15 or something. Like, you know what I mean?
He got a super good deal.
I think he might, you know what I'm saying? He might have put a little extra one in the bag or something, because I do feel like that's a weird thing to say out of nowhere. Like, where did that whole
I am wondering why we haven't
from?
heard nothing from Blaq Ron since that happened. Or has he said something?
He called. Remember when Marcus did the Q&A? He called during the Q&A, and
he did. I didn't see the whole thing.
All I'm saying is the nigga, he say he done spent the night at their house a lot, you know, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, he traveling and shit. It's expensive there. All that makes sense. But if it's 4 niggas in the house, all 3 of the other niggas live here, the one nigga that don't live here is gone, and now the hat count is off. You know what I'm saying? I might have to assume.
But AP, think about this. Think about this. What we've seen with our own eyes, right, is that
you muted Pac G. Go ahead, Binki.
Corey is not good at playing telephone.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Meaning it's okay. He's not good at playing telephone. So if something is told to him, it doesn't come out of his mouth the same way it went in his ear. You know what I'm saying? And so the way
good point. I know what you're saying. Go ahead.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So like even the way Marcus kind of responded, like, man, that ain't what I told you. I didn't tell you nothing like that. So Marcus says something, but apparently it
could have been as simple as Ron was looking at that. I mean, he was looking at that hat. Just looking
Ron
at
was looking at the hat, and he paid mama for the hat or something. It could have been anything.
And now the hat gone. Why the one that he was looking at gone? Looking at it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
you're right.
So
G.
one thing I want to ask y'all real quick before we look at this next thing is, you know, people keep talking about, and even kind of Corey saying, oh, well, when people put you on to help you out, you shouldn't talk about them, this and that. But didn't he talk about Jamie Foxx for a long time? And didn't Jamie Foxx put him on at Foxhole?
Yep.
But y'all,
what am I missing?
But this the problem. Don't try to psychoanalyze the nigga who let you know a long time ago who and how the fuck he is.
Yeah.
Y'all know his backstory. Y'all know how he was raised. He told us already. You told us. We knew that his father wasn't around. We know that how he came up. What project he from. You know, the nigga was a struggling comedian, just like Marcus, by the way, into his 40s.
Yeah.
Ask me how I fucking know. I'm old enough to remember when the nigga was on Def Comedy.
Exactly.
I know I didn't see the nigga for a decade. Probably, hold on, G. I ain't seen him for 2 decades.
Hold on.
5150. 2 decades went by before I seen this nigga with the RMC shit.
Check this out,
for 2 decades. Hold on, G. Hold on, Pac G. I watched comedy my whole fucking life. I'm tapped in with all the Black comics. That nigga Corey disappeared from Def Comedy Jam time to fucking 5150. I wouldn't even give him that credit because I had a double back. Hold on, G. I had a double back to watch that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, bro. Now you criticizing a young nigga doing the same shit and doing it well at a quicker speed, nigga.
Yeah.
A nigga 10 years in the game with some juice. And thanks to you, Corey, you did contribute to that.
Yeah.
But nigga, don't forget where you came from, my nigga. You was talking like a big boss nigga when you was stealing motherfucking aspirin out of CVS 20 years ago, nigga.
20 years ago.
20 years ago. You want to know what I was doing with my little broke ass? 20 years ago, I was taking care of my family, living in the house, driving nice cars, nigga.
Driving nice cars, nigga. That's it.
And you niggas act like because y'all comedians, y'all bosses. Nigga, I can hire a comedian to do a goddamn show in my backyard. Y'all niggas got a fee. Most niggas with jobs can afford your fee. Most niggas in tax season can afford you niggas' fee. Stop acting like you niggas is holier than thou or big boss niggas. Like every nigga who criticize you, y'all not doing shit because y'all not willing to sacrifice and live like bums so we can be on one nigga fucking show.
Everybody on one accord.
Like nigga, don't nobody give a fuck.
No.
I'm just
AP,
saying,
guess what though?
Weirdos to me, G.
AP, hey, this was so crazy, AP, is that people that really don't realize is that we really came from the motherfucking gutter, G.
But I mean, I respect all niggas that hustle. Don't get me wrong. I respect what Corey did with his life.
Came from the gutter, folks.
But he need to remember nigga, you was the same nigga you criticizing.
The same nigga.
The same nigga you criticizing. That's
Don't
who you
forget
are.
where the fuck you came from, nigga. That's all folks saying. That's all they saying.
I just think
he
he throws out a lot of projections, man, and it be sounding crazy because a lot of the things that he says, even a lot of the things that Kraig says when he talks about certain individuals and how they move, will pertain to Corey himself. So it's like it that's why people get mad because they don't see that. The heavy fans, the stands, or whatever you want to call them, 5150 goons. It's great to have those people on your side because they help you and they make sure that your show stays lit. They make sure that people know it's 5150, all that good shit. But y'all are blinded by a lot of shit, and y'all think that people like us sit up here and hate or try to talk crazy about people all the time. But these people are always going through drama. If there was always positive shit going on, we would have more positive things to talk about. But he always has something going on and always falling out with somebody and always making it that person's fault. You don't ever hear him talk about what he has done or even try to even admit that he's somebody that tries to find flaws in the people that's around him while they're good. Like, he talks about these people and the things that he didn't like about these people after the fact, but tell stories about times when they were out and doing things. He probably was being fake and being cool and ha and being all whatever, but really had animosity towards this person.
Yeah, I mean, but even think about this, GMS, right? Like the hypocrisy, this is just always going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
But like on his show last night, he talked about Gary Owen. Now, Gary Owen has told a story on a few podcasts, including his own, about an opening comedian or something that, you know, basically went back to his wife and told her that he was fucking on some chick, and that guy ended up being fucking on the girl too. And Corey tried to make it like, oh my God, these cake ass niggas do stuff like this. But wasn't he mad with Grady because Grady would not put his business on the show about what he'd be doing when he away from
with
home?
his wife, though? This nigga made sure he aired this nigga out for his wife to hear it.
Why would you do that?
And then
what's different about you?
Did the typical Corey twist to the story and try to make it seem like, oh, well, he's not a real nigga. He's not an alpha male because he's not on here telling his business and getting himself caught up and destroying his family dynamic because he's not acting like you. What the hell type of sense does that make? It made no sense to me, but people heard it and thought it made sense and was like, well, yeah, that makes sense. He calls himself an alpha male. Why aren't you out here telling your wife that you be out here with other hoes? The same reason you don't, Mr. Commenter. Y'all act like y'all be on the same shit that Corey be on, but y'all don't. Y'all live vicariously through this nigga. That's why shit that we say bothers y'all so much. You want to live vicariously through this man because he talks good game, but he has horrible excuses as to why he does certain things. Plain and simple.
And let me just answer Vino. I see he's left this comment a few times. Yes, it is me. It is me, Vino. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey.
Okay, so do you have another clip or something that you're queuing up for us to watch? I see something.
Yeah. So this is the part of Marcus, because I want to be able to play some of what Marcus had to say. This is part of the reason why Corey responded the way that he responded to on 5150, not just because of the last mainstream podcast where he talked about Abe, but this question, this question thing, because Corey quoted this as well. And some of the things that Marcus had to say in this. I forgot what it was, but I'm pretty sure y'all gonna see it. Is it up?
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah.
Yep, I got it.
Yeah. Let me know what he said. Let me see what he's talking about. Cause he made it like it was all good, so.
Yeah, when he hit that up. Yeah.
The question they say, is you and Corey's friendship fixable? Bruh, I don't know, dog. Man, it'll never be the same, dog. Nigga went too far, dog. Nigga went too far, bro. Like, it didn't even have to be all that, bro. You know, I called after, you know, I feel, you know, I seen that it was irritating. Shit, I called him and And you know, I tried to make it right, but he tried to play it like it wasn't bothered by it. Like, oh man, everybody, come on, man. What I look like getting my feelings and all that shit. But you know, because it was already done. You know, whether motherfucker believe I was wrong for not calling them beforehand, or because I found out when y'all found out. So whether motherfucker felt like I was wrong or not, I still tried to make it right. So I reached out. You know what I mean? I reached out myself, even after a nigga talk crazy as fuck about me on the show. You know what I'm saying? I still reached out because I'm that type of nigga. I try to work it out if it's, you know what I'm saying, if it's able to be worked out. But he made it seem like shit, it wasn't no issue. So if you feel a certain way, I'm very transparent. If you feel a certain way and you know you bothered by something, nigga, say something and we can get it worked out. But if you acting like, oh, it ain't no big deal, it ain't no issue, then shit, it ain't no issue then.
Ain't no issue.
Let's crack jokes. That's what we doing. But shit, nigga, like that's what it is. Let me see. I mean, I knew eventually, man. That's why I was prepared for this shit. I knew Corey was gonna do some weird shit.
There's your answer, AP.
So you know,
there was AP's answer. As soon as he said that was your answer. That's exactly why there was somebody else at the crib ready to shoot the show because he had it in his mind already that something was.
Corey was on some weird shit. Yeah,
that Abe was on some weird shit too. Like he knew that you know both of them was gonna be on something.
Right.
Dog Pac G, do you remember how I treated that shit back when we started the channel? And I had first. I said these niggas is soft as I called this shit before y'all even know I said a word on air.
Or even knew.
I said this shit. Fuck these lame ass niggas. I knew for a fact, just off of conversations, as Goon telling them lame ass niggas, I knew from the jump these niggas.
AP, wait. Ahead, AP, before you say anything else, listen.
I wasn't gonna go too deep into it. Go ahead.
Listen, when you first brought me and Meech in, you know, we were some street niggas out the gate, my nigga. So when you brought us in, you said we gonna start this channel based on us getting drunk and fucked up and hanging with each other because Meech in California and me and you here, and we can't all get up with each other right there in the same spot like we used to when we was kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right or wrong?
Correct.
That's what we started off of. But you already had Player for Life going for a couple of years. So you're like, I'm bringing my brothers in, my right hands, nigga. The only niggas that I really trust with my life or anything I got going on, and I trust their opinions. And you brought us both in, right?
Correct.
Okay. So we took this channel from there to where it's at right now. 3G's motherfucking podcast. And we still holding it down, minus Meech. Shout out to Meech. We both love Meech to death. That's our brother. He ain't gonna never stop being our brother. But at the same time, motherfuckers gotta respect our opinions and our minds and whatever we say on this channel. You know what I mean? Y'all can have your own opinions, and we gonna have our own opinions, but we gonna keep it like that. And this is 3G's podcast, and we gonna keep it like that. Y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want. Ain't no motherfucking monetization on this shit. I mean, it is, but it ain't. But whatever. We party. We having fun. What the fuck?
Whatever.
Pac G drinking, man. Hey, listen though. Hey, real shit. So, listen, real shit though.
Real shit. I love y'all. I love the channel. Everybody. I love everybody in the chat. Everybody.
We love you too.
We respect y'all. We turning the fuck up. It's Binki birthday.
Pac G, let's keep it rocking though. We got a lot to talk about.
Let's go.
But
I'm sorry.
This is to keep what he's saying short is we didn't give a fuck. We didn't do this shit to be famous. We didn't do this shit to try to beat them niggas online. We literally low-key did this shit on some drunk, funny shit. Like, and that's why we say what we say. That's why we lost our monetization. We say what the fuck we want to say. We do whatever. We don't care. But I was just illustrating that I had a run-in with them niggas early on, and I peeped game on them niggas right away. Simple as that. Yeah. Now here we come years later. Same old fuck shit. That's why this shit don't even bother me. I don't get as hype as a lot of you niggas that watch it constantly. But this piqued my interest because I fuck with Marcus a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I need to get involved in this shit here. Like this shit is just too much goofy shit going on.
I know. Usually you don't want to talk about 51.
I don't give a fuck. But this shit is hype to me. I'm hype. I'm rooting for Marcus. Corey, listen, Corey ain't going nowhere. There is no way Marcus or anybody else, even me, can change Corey life. Corey he's solidified.
Yeah, he's cemented.
Yeah.
We cool with that. Like nobody give a fuck about that. But he tried to stop Marcus come up. And that's what made him a bitch ass nigga.
And then hold up. And then did one of the things that he tries to go in on other people about. You remember when the white lady that tried to come through and tell him about some shit when it came, or tried to post an article about Rick Ross and trying to bring black men against each other? The same way he had Abe's old Pepe Le Pew human version looking ass come up there and try to shit on Marcus and try to come up with some weird ass narrative that wasn't even true to try to go at Marcus and continue to try to discredit Marcus and try to stop the stuff that he got going on. When the thing is, Corey is a contradicting person. He will do things that will suit him, even though he tries to portray to everybody else in his audience that he's against certain things. If you against it, you against it. If you for it, you for it. Don't try to use it when it's convenient to you. That's all I'm saying. Now let's listen to Marcus
on the phone. We called him while he was doing the show last week. Man, I was gonna have a lot to say, man. I was looking at it this way. You answered the phone for Godfrey. You know what I'm saying? When you answer the phone for Godfrey, see, why you couldn't answer the phone for me? We could have settled that right then and now. But
he also said, he also said the reason why that's why I know Corey watched this. He said he brought this up. He was like, he mentioned me not, calling Godfrey, but not calling him. He called Godfrey because he said him and Godfrey got history, and basically because Marcus ain't shit and he's not worth being on the phone. They're trying to pick up the phone for him. But in reality, it was probably because of what Marcus is about to say now.
And I was gonna straighten some points. You know what I'm saying? Like certain shit that he was saying, I was gonna be like, no, nigga, no, that ain't right. Fix that, because he was lying on a lot of shit. So I'm like, nope, I'm finna call him in, and we finna get this shit correct. And he talking about I always called him about it. The only time I was calling him, it was about some shit he said on the show when I wasn't there about me. So of course I'm gonna call you, nigga. Of course I'm gonna call you. If I feel like you talking about me, if somebody telling me, man, Corey throwing subs at you and shit, woo. Oh, well, let me call him. Let me see what's going on. Why would you have a problem? Why would you have a problem with a nigga calling you, trying to make sure that is it? And then he always don't want to say names and say you don't want to say names just for that. Just for that. That's the reason why the nigga don't want to say names. So he can say, oh, I ain't say the nigga name, so nigga bringing problems to me. I ain't even said the nigga name. Nigga just coming up without. No, nigga, no talk, nigga. If you got say something to me, nigga. I don't do that. That's why I say when I say mention it, I say his name. I don't do that extra shit. I say your name. I'm a different type of nigga, bro. I don't do subs, none of that shit, bro. I say your name, dog.
Pause that real quick, GMS.
Yeah, I got
now.
it. Yeah.
Wouldn't you rather somebody be direct, like, hey, someone came to me with something, and me and you have a relationship, so let me just make sure I understand before I jump out the window, like what you said. Like, wouldn't you want someone to come to you like that?
Yeah, but see, when somebody has ill intentions already about you, even if they try to pretend like you're their friend, they gonna try to brush it off in a different type of way. Instead of reassuring you that that's not what they meant, they gonna brush it off like, man, why you worried about that whole ass shit, man? You trying to do this and that, and try to make them feel invalidated for how they feel. That's how I feel like a lot of narcissist people work. They gonna make you feel invalidated for how you feel. So it didn't even have to be something that was that big to Marcus or that serious to Marcus. He just wanted to make sure that it wasn't no ill intentions behind it, the same way Corey could have did with Marcus in the instance of after seeing that roast video. If he felt some type of way, he could have called Marcus instead of going to the show but he did that because he always had it in his mind that he was going to try to destroy this man and his career. He had that in his mind already. He said he doesn't like when people go to his platform and then leave his platform and try to run with the momentum that they get from his platform instead of being on his platform and just continuing that momentum there.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. And that's why we are here talking about this shit right now.
Because that kind of sounds like I'm sorry, AP, were you about to say something?
You can go ahead, then I'll go in when you're done.
Okay, I was just going to say, it kind of sounds like, like remember when Zoe kind of admitted that he was aggravated with how like Corey, presented like RZA's book or whatever was going on, and Zoe always has shit. And Corey was like, well, you on the platform every week. Like, this is to help you. So if you know that you have people on your show to help them with whatever else they're working on or building, why do you think they're not going to then, veer off on their own path and take some of that momentum with them? Like, I don't understand what's the point of bringing them on then.
I'm gonna put y'all on game about that.
All right, put us on game.
This nigga is acting like a real gatekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
The same way certain niggas was holding the gate door in Hollywood, and that may be what he mimicking. Where, yeah, I'm gonna give you a lick, like he like to say. I'm gonna give you a lick. I'm gonna give you opportunity. You can come on the show. You can get known. You can do, but it got to be done my way, or you destroyed. If you don't come in the gate and do it my way, then you can't work in this town again. Like, this is the energy that this nigga come with.
Yeah.
The same shit he would complain about Hollywood and how it's ran. If you don't come in here and be with the fruit booty shit, you can't be here. Or you don't come in and keep our secrets, you can't be here. Nigga, you doing the same shit to the niggas you so-called giving opportunity to, where if it ain't done your way, it can't be done no other way. Right. That's why I call Kraig a yes man, because he's still trying to stay true and loyal to the brand, and knowing that, he utilized Corey to get where he got, and he understands that. I understand that too. I ain't saying nothing wrong with that either. But as soon as Kraig do something outside of what Corey would advise, then he gonna be like, fuck that nigga Kraig.
Yes. Can I answer you right, AP? Can I answer the Reaper real quick? Reaper, I do see where you're saying, well, why use him, and I know you have mentioned kind of like why would Marcus even go through it with Corey, but based on what Marcus explained, he didn't even know Corey had a podcast. Like, and this is the thing, because a lot of us that have been watching him for over 10, 12 years or whatever, we know about 5150, but we act like and we expect that everybody knows, just because they know that he's a great comedian on stage and they're a fan of his, that they know that he has a podcast. And honestly, I low-key want to say Corey didn't even really know 5150 was a podcast until like 4 years ago. He just had a show. He had a radio show that he was streaming online. And so Marcus said that when he first came on the show, they were just kicking it and talking outside of one of the comedy shows, and Corey mentioned it, and he said, "Oh, well, you got a show. I'll come up there." And Corey was like, "I don't just want to have everybody on my show." So I don't think that Marcus understood or really knew that, like, oh, Corey actually has his platform he shares with people all the time, and then turns on them at that.
Can I respond to this real quick? The Razaki or whatever dude's name is. He said Corey didn't talk until Marcus made a video about Corey's accident. Marcus could have at least texted him, "Hope you're okay, big bro. Heads up," making a roast video. Well, Corey, according to his recollection, he said him and Marcus weren't cool at that point. Now, that's Corey's recollection. Maybe Marcus didn't think that they weren't cool at the time. Maybe he just thought that they weren't really on speaking terms, whatever the case may be. But to also answer that, do you really think Corey would have did the same thing for Marcus? Or would he have did the same thing for Kraig? Or do you think he would have did the same thing for Zoe or anybody like that before joking on them on his show? Like, we talking about somebody who goes on their platform every week to talk crazy about a bunch of people. A bunch of people. He don't call these people beforehand and say, "Hey, Steve Harvey, I'm finna go in on you." He don't say, hey, Earthquake, I'm finna go. He don't say none of that about the people he got issues with or just have some type of problem with when they don't even have a problem with him most of the time. He don't call these people or give them heads up. So why is Marcus giving a heads up just for a roast video?
Right.
A harmless roast video at that.
I agree.
So, I mean, people putting these weird expectations on a man that literally has made his brand be the person that talks crazy about people.
Bro, I wouldn't even.
Y'all got to use y'all common sense.
I wouldn't even waste that much energy trying to explain why he's a hypocrite when we already know that that's how he is. Like that's why I don't spend most of my time trying to really address Corey about his shit, because it's like, nigga, this is like, you wonder why squirrels is chasing nuts, nigga, because that's what squirrels do. That's what Corey's do, nigga. But when I wanted to talk about what Terry asked, he said, do you agree that Corey don't get his credit in the comedy game? Because this is a point I'm about to make that y'all niggas might not be thinking about. Hollywood doesn't fuck with Corey, another man said. So listen, Corey is spoken of by all the comedians as being one of the top 5. This is coming out of the mouth of other juggernauts in the game. They all respect Corey on stage. But then you ask, well, why don't Hollywood fuck with him? Why don't he get his credit? Could y'all ever conceive that maybe it ain't got shit to do with the fact that he's not getting respect for his comedy?
Right.
But maybe these niggas actually know that he is a bitch ass nigga, and I don't want this nigga around me or my project. Like, is it so hard to assume that these niggas ain't trying to keep him away or hate on him or not let him in, other than the fact that this nigga tells everybody business? We doing Hollywood shit over here. This nigga is a Dusty from Robert Taylor home that still act like that shit when he around bosses. He's only a boss to niggas under him. Like it might be other reasons why they don't want this nigga around. Like, what the fuck is the hard thing to understand? If I'm making $1 million projects and I'm watching this nigga not bring much to the table, but I want this nigga to, you know, eat. I can't feed niggas like that.
Yeah.
New merch dropping. YouKnowMaaacus.
I like Marcus for taking a page out that nigga own book.
Yep. Come on, man. Y'all gotta respect it, because y'all was laughing when he made Zoe look like Goofy on a t-shirt. Come on, man. See, people be contradicting themselves, but when you blindly follow a contradicting person, and we all be contradict that. And I like what somebody said earlier. They said we all contradict ourselves. We all be hypocrites. The thing about it is, don't be mad because we calling it out.
Right, exactly.
Call it out. We understand human interact. We understand how humans act. We understand that we got flaws too. We not perfect. I've contradicted myself last week. I was just being a hypocrite earlier today.
I'm sure I
was driving on the road, and I looked right up to the right of me, and I saw somebody smoking a blunt. I said, "Man, you are despicable."
Not you.
That shit that don't smell good at all. I was mad, but I'll be the same person doing the same thing. I mean, my shit smell a little better, but we all are contradicting. We all are hypocrites. It's just that in the light of this whole thing, being realistic, 5150 is a huge platform, and if y'all think that nobody's gonna talk about 5150 or Corey Holcomb, y'all are the people that are doubting this man's ability to be as big as he is. When y'all come here and say that, why y'all talking about 5150 or y'all doing this and that? Because it's a popular platform.
Yeah. And Corey, this is the thing too that I want to make clear. Okay. Yes, we love Corey's comedy, and most of us found the comedy, then we found the show 5150. But we liked 5150, at least when we were really deep in it, because Corey's commentary on what's going on is just is unmatched. Like, he is very entertaining when he's talking about what's going on in the world, what's going on in his life, what's going on, except for the beef part. But just like life in general, he is very funny and he's very entertaining when he wants to. So
last night's show was good. After he got done with his fuck shit, the rest of the show was good. Like they was making jokes. They was making jokes about Kraig had me laughing too. They was making jokes about women that can't produce eggs no more. Like what they shouldn't be allowed to do. Y'all had me rolling. He said this nigga said they can't eat. Kraig said they can't eat omelets no more because that make them a hypocrite. Nigga, bro, when they not on that weirdo shit, and it make it awkward too. Because that's why I call Kraig a yes man. Because I know Kraig sitting there for 45 minutes, and I do believe he's a real nigga. I think he's sitting there like, man, I gotta sit through this whole ass shit again for 45 fucking minutes, bite my tongue, let this nigga fucking vent, and then we finally can get into the show after 45 minutes and have a good show typically. But for 45 minutes every fucking week, this nigga got a bitch about something. I've been stopped watching for that reason. I go way back. Y'all niggas don't understand how long I supported financially Corey.
Yeah.
And I knew I kind of peeped game on him early. You know, I don't need to be this. I would never want to be this nigga friend. That's you niggas. I would never want to be this nigga friend. But I would gladly take my lady out for a nice date and go watch his motherfucking comedy, laugh, go get some steaks and go home. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no problem with that nigga doing what he do. But y'all get this nigga too much juice. And he even talking like he talk like he king of the world.
That's why he has that God complex.
I ain't got no problem with being confident either. But your confidence need to match your goddamn energy, nigga.
Yeah.
Because you would never get around Snoop, get around fucking Kevin, get around Nick Cannon, get around any of these niggas.
Even Dave Chappelle, who he has shit to talk about.
Any of these niggas and talk like that. You would talk humble as a bitch when you around real bosses. When you around real comedy bosses, nigga, you gonna be humble as fuck. And what did he say last night? I never say nothing bad about Nick Cannon. He gave me plenty licks. Pause, nigga. I never say nothing about Kevin. He gave me plenty licks. I never say nothing about Ricky Smiley. Nigga.
But you talk about Jamie Foxx like crazy. Like
there ain't nobody more fucking sus than Ricky Smiley, man. Shout out to Ricky Smiley, but goddamn it, you act like an auntie, nigga. But I'm just saying, this nigga is not worth stressing over his behavior. But my whole point is, this is why I got pissed. This is why I wanted to talk about this so bad. Because this nigga literally tried to throw a wrench in Marcus motherfucking Hustle. And that's when he became a major bitch-made nigga to me.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, nigga, just wish the nigga well and y'all don't gotta fuck with each other. Like, that's how you move when you fucked with a nigga that many years. Hey, man, whatever, man. I don't really want to be around you. I wish you well. Do your thing, man. Keep the cameras. Right. Keep the cameras, my little nigga. But acting like that and conflicting interests and all that goofy ass shit, and he's violent and he gets into fights at the shows, and nigga, you sabotaging that nigga, man. You a sucker for that. Go ahead, man. My bad. I ain't mean to hold the conversation up.
No, you good. Who was supposed to talk?
You good. Well, Packy, I had muted you because it sounded like you weren't trying to be on the show, but I unmuted you. Are you good to be on?
Oh shit, I'm straight now. Appreciate you.
Okay, all right, because you're not on camera, so I just want to make sure, because when we mute you, you can't unmute yourself, so I didn't want to keep you out of.
Oh yeah. No. I'm good.
Okay.
Good. So okay, straight.
Right. Now, I think breaking it down, and here's the thing with Marcus too. Now he's using the same angle that Precise is using right now about Corey and his sexuality, and he knows that that's one thing that Corey does not like. And I said that on the last show. I think the reason why Corey got so bent out of shape about the roast is because of Marcus' opening joke when he said, "You talk about gay people all the time, and now you got two broke wrists." Like if he would have left that joke out, I probably think Corey wouldn't have took it to heart. But as you see how he dealt with Tasha K, he trying to send papers to her right now for what she said. Like he doesn't like it, but it also shows people how bothered he is by that group that he's not a part of, and it's gonna make people mess with him even more and try to claim that he's a certain type of way.
Just about funny, man. My fault.
He's always been on fuck.
Exactly. I hear it in his voice, though. Anytime this nigga types something,
Corey a homosexual, or he always gonna be a homosexual. That's why he say the things he say. Ain't no heterosexual man gonna zip up the dress of another man. All right, we can keep it 1,000 or whatever.
I know Corey. I know you, Corey. You was a
Corey.
you was a fuck nigga, Corey. And I'll tell you.
What does Corey Holcomb rhyme with? Gay as hell. We can keep it 1,000.
We love the Reaper. Okay, so can I ask y'all a question?
Shout out to Jazz Bug.
Like, can we rank like the level of talent of the 5150 co-hosts?
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a good idea.
Okay. So first up, we have Zoe. Now, Zoe is not a comedian, but let's remember, Zoe used to bring like the book smarts, right? To the show. And Corey had the funny, right? So what do you think about what Zoe contributed to 5150? What's his level?
I'll go last. Y'all go ahead, G.
You said who was first?
Zoe.
Zoe, rank it. So wait, one more time. What is
just rank his level of talent? High, medium, low. Like, what was he bringing a lot to the show? Or
no? As far as his contribution to the show, I give him an A because he was the complete contrast. You know what I'm saying? He was the complete contrast to the show. You had the best of both worlds. You had what Corey's, because Corey's always going to give you game, no, regardless if he follows by it or not. He's going to give you game in some type of way in the street sense. Zoe's going to come through with the book sense, the research sense, because I mean, I know Corey don't do enough research, but that's why he needed Zoe to be on the show, because Zoe's going to be like, well, I read this, or I seen this, I did the, you know what I'm saying, and bring him a different perspective, but also not tear down Corey's point, his initial point. He's going to add to it.
I agree. What do you think, AB?
I think Zoe, like you said, he was the contrast, and that's what made the show good, because he actually brought the best out of Corey. Because I'm gonna say this something nice about Corey, so everybody can pay attention. You lame ass niggas. Corey did his best on Zoe's show, because Corey went over there professional and actually talked about real life shit. Corey is wise. You don't get to be that old without some wisdom. Corey, when he is forced to talk about real shit, Corey actually shines. When he's on goofy fuck shit, it takes away from who Corey could possibly be if the nigga would just learn and, you know, not be such a blame so much. But when he was on Zoe's show, and Zoe was on obviously 5150, he was forced to talk about some deeper subjects, and we got the best out of Corey thanks to Zoe willing him in that way. That's what I think about Zoe. Zoe helped Corey be a better, you know, talk about some more important things. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, that's true. And
so I rate him high because some of the best years was due to that contrast on the show.
Yeah, that's when I started watching when Zoe was part of the show, and I loved it.
Just to reply to this, because people like to bring up the situation because they like to run with the Corey narrative, but if you actually watched what happened between Zoe and Aries Spears, yes, Zoe is his own man. He should have his own composure, but at the same time, there's only so much that you can push a man to do, no matter if he's book smart, no matter if he's from the streets. You push a man to a point where he feel like he got to do something to you because you're being too disrespectful. That's what it is. And a lot of you niggas champion that shit when it happened. But when the shit went down between Corey and Zoe, now all of a sudden y'all trying to blame Zoe and try to make Zoe look like he can't, or he's this out of control dude, or he put Corey in a messed up situation. If Corey is the alpha male and the type of person that he says he is, he had every opportunity to control that situation. He egged it on and he didn't stop it. Why don't y'all bring that up? Bring up the fact that that's that man's show, his platform, his storage unit. So if he sees that something is about to go down, and on top of that, Zoe is his man, why would you not try to intervene? Why would you be, all right, y'all calm down. Y'all doing a little too much, man. We ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. He didn't do any of that. There has to be accountability on both sides, and I understand a lawsuit. But that man paid him back the same way Marcus paid Corey back for the car, but he tried to zoom over that when he was talking about it. He didn't really want to say Marcus paid him back because that would have made Marcus look like he was on his shit. And he had to make sure that y'all thought that Marcus ain't shit.
Marcus knew better. He saw what happened with Zoe. He knew I listen.
Jaspo cannot stand that nigga.
No, he don't like Zoe. Poindexter.
He can't stand that nigga Zoe. Hey, but okay. Zoe, I see why he called him phony. Because Zoe whole show, because I watched a lot of Zoe too. When I tell y'all I'm OG 5150 and I watched all of Zoe shit too, nigga, I was tapped in early, man. I know all this shit. But Zoe spoke a lot about some things that I don't think his life mirrored. And that does make niggas that's watching you lose some respect for you. So if I'm watching a nigga cap all day long, but I'm seeing your real life not measuring up to that, I would probably lose respect for a nigga too. That's just me personally.
Okay. So what? Hey, Zoe, shout out to Zoe. Okay, so I want to ask y'all about somebody else.
Deeper.
Go deeper. All right, so what about Nate? What do y'all feel like Nate's contribution was?
That nigga top tier comedian, funny as fuck.
Yeah, Nate Jackson, and that was one that I was actually disappointed about a lot.
That's too. When I dipped after he left. That's when I dipped from the show and wasn't watching it so much.
Okay, and that's the messed up part, man. That's the messed up part about it.
Why did he? What happened between them? Because I wasn't watching at that time.
Some dumb shit. It was some dumb shit.
Okay,
as usual. Don't matter. Nothing.
No. What happened is Corey in one breath say he's giving niggas opportunity. But in the other breath, when those niggas use that opportunity for their benefit, now they betraying him. So that's what I'm tending to see the pattern be. So when Nate got his own motherfucking comedy club and he's doing his own thing where he from, now all of a sudden it's some weird shit about it. Like, what's the problem?
What's weird
here?
about it?
I know. All right, I know what happened. I know what happened.
Got weird. I don't know.
I know what happened.
Ahead, G.
He was supposed to. So when he first got his spot, he invited Corey to come and do a set. Corey did not. That. He did not come because Corey has some other things to do. And on top of that, he probably felt like Corey didn't take it seriously and was like, "Man, I ain't finna go to this, this opener
hole in the wall, rinky dink ass spot."
And when all of a sudden his spot started blowing up and started getting popular, and then his tone started to change a little bit when it came to Nate. So
that's exactly what I'm saying. So again, but this is a pattern. As soon as niggas start doing their own thing and doing it without his help, because he can't control them no more. He's okay with letting you in the gate as long as you do it his way. And if you don't, then he tries to step on what you do. Did he promote that nigga's comedy club when he left?
No.
Now, mind you, let's say I'm in Corey's shoes and I can give these niggas opportunity. I'm gonna look at these niggas like all my students. And as they embark on their own journeys, goddammit, I'm going to empower them more because they're all fruit from my tree.
Right.
So the more successful they are, the more successful I am. The better they doing in life, the better it points back to the nigga that put them out here. Like if I was the best boxing trainer and all my boxers, I got Lennox Lewis, I got motherfucking Sugar Ray, I got Tyson, all trained by me. Who look like the fucking GOAT? The nigga who trained all these niggas.
Yeah.
But his hating ass can't understand that these niggas going off and doing great things is a blessing for him. Yeah. That's why he's stagnant. That's why he probably don't get fucked with by Hollywood. The nigga's a hater. Go ahead.
Hey, Smoke G said, y'all don't remember Nate first got into it with Grady on the show back when Grady and Corey was still cool. I do kind of remember that.
I don't.
But I didn't take that as something that was like serious though. I didn't take it as serious. I just thought, when people in front of the camera and when they disagree and it's more amplified than what it really would be if the cameras weren't on.
Yeah.
Sometimes, so it's like
Yeah, sometimes you're right. It kind of like it's like camera balls
because they want to prove a point. They got people watching. You know what I'm saying? It's not just
audience.
Them. They have an audience there, and they want to be able to prove their point. So some things kind of go, and that's why I think Corey does some of the things that he does on his show because he knows he has a lot of people watching. He'll stop the show to say, hey, we got 12K people watching, man, blah, 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 all this other. He pays attention to that stuff. And I think that also amplifies some of the opinions that he has on certain situations, which is why we see him backtrack often when it comes to him saying certain things about people, because a lot of these people aren't going to respond publicly. Major people like Steve Harvey, call Corey behind the scenes. All these other people that are in major positions, they will not give him the time of day to respond, which I think that's something that he kind of wants because he knows that it helps the show, regardless if it's negative. But they ain't gonna bite the cheese. He'll bring it up on the show, like, yeah, I got a call from so and so, but they ain't gonna talk about it. The most that he's gotten as far as like a major look was through people talking about him on Club Shay Shay. And then, you know, him and Shannon Sharp, Shannon did not, he was not about, he made that one comment. And then he brought up Corey when he did the interview with Lil Rel. But other than that, you don't see Shannon trying to go and do a back and forth with Corey and try to give Corey that shine that he probably wants.
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask y'all about somebody else. Not necessarily a comedian, but Bobby Glanton Smith.
One of the best motherfucking things that could have ever happened to 51 motherfucking 50.
Side lip nigga, yeah.
That old ornery nigga, dog. I'm telling you, Glanton, dog. Y'all gotta. I followed all these niggas on their socials too for years.
I used to follow them.
He boring on his shit, but it's just the respect and love that I, end up having, knowing that Bobby gonna talk his shit. He old school. I missed it. No disrespect to Bobby because I don't know him personally, but that's how the dope fiends used to be in the hood. Like we used to kick it with them niggas all night and have a ball with them niggas, and it was niggas acting just like Bobby, dog. I mean, everything about that nigga give you that dope fiend nigga down the, I'm telling you, dog. Like I used to love watching dude on there, man.
I feel like that was like kind of the golden era of the 5150 show to me, when it was D, Zoe, Bobby, and Corey. Like that clique, that cast was like the all-star cast.
Kang and Water owe that man back pay.
Kang and Water.
Kang and Water owe him at least $250,000.
Corey used to talk about how dirty that water jug was.
Hey, we can't expect the shit to stay the same forever, but it was good. It was some good eras.
It was good. And it's still on YouTube.
The Nate and Kraig era was a good era. But I kind of left after that because it wasn't as strong to me. I wasn't enjoying it as much. Somebody who I worked at a job back in the day where I had my headphones at work. I seen every last motherfucking 5150 and even Zoe shit. I seen every last one of the motherfuckers up until the point I kind of dipped off. So let me say this, answer this, because Big Tim said, AP, where do you see 5150 showing 2 years? I see Kraig being gone or like going their separate ways. I ain't gonna say it got to be beef.
Yeah, they here for your predictions.
Kraig, let me give you my motherfucking
give us
lottery,
another theory.
Let me give you my lottery picks.
I
think Kraig gonna be gone a separate way. Corey will have found a new or two new young and up and coming people that's gonna come in the same fucking way, eager to learn, eager to get the opportunity. Corey gonna son them niggas like he do everybody else. Like, for real, little bro, listen to me, little bro. Let me tell you something, man. Be on some shit. He do that. He son all them niggas. These is grown ass men he talking to. He always try to son these niggas like he got the ultimate motherfucking advice on air. He do this shit to them niggas. So I see it's some new recruits that's gonna have to be there and put up with this nigga. I mean, it's and guess what? That ain't even nothing wrong with what Corey doing. That's some street shit to me. Niggas that got weight. Let me break it some street. There's a lot of street niggas in here. Niggas saying crip and all kind of other shit in here. When a nigga got weight and he need to move his weight, he ain't trying to get on no motherfucking hand to hands and dropping off shit and doing. He ain't trying to break this shit down. He want to sell it in weight, or he want to get some young niggas to sell it in, broken down. So Corey basically 5150 is the plug, and he need niggas to hand his shit. So he find new young niggas that's hungry, gives them some work, and lets them eat as long as they don't fuck with his, And then he gonna keep this process going. Ain't nothing wrong with what he doing, but it's just how he handles them niggas when the shit don't go well.
Or when they're ready to move forward. Like
correct. When they ready to buy weight, they sell. And that's a perfect motherfucking analogy now that you said that.
Let's go.
Once a nigga make up enough money to buy his own weight, this nigga stop. He call every nigga with dope. Dope, you better not sell this nigga no dope. I don't give a fuck what he come with. I don't give a fuck what he come with. You better not sell this nigga no dope. It's
a conflict of interest.
Yeah, it's a conflict. It's a conflict of interest if you sell this nigga some dope. God damn it. Who your friend? Remember when I bought you that car? I know you paid me back the same day. That ain't got nothing to do with it. You borrowed the $20 because you ain't had no cash because all you had was a debit card and their debit machine was broke. But I gave you $20.
You can't be my plug in.
That's a conflict of interest if you go buy dope from this nigga.
You stupid as fuck.
No, that nigga stupid.
Oh my god.
No, that nigga funny style, dog. My fault. We did it at the same time. Go ahead. No,
okay, I'm gonna do it.
You the producer.
Okay,
Y'all niggas stupid.
We be in sync and out of sync.
Dog, could you imagine a dope dealer, nigga, kingpin, calling all the other dope dealers in the city and saying, nigga, it's a conflict of interest. If you go sell this nigga some dope, you know I put this nigga in the game. I gave him his first motherfucking ball. I gave him his first motherfucking ounce. How dare you sell this nigga some motherfucking work? You know what I'm saying? This nigga is dog. That is a level of petty that only
shit.
A bitch, a female, excuse me, only a woman could do.
Real
what
shit,
is he acting
Corey.
like Jasper?
A woman.
Like a woman. Just like a woman.
Now I think it also is a hindrance to Corey because so many people do actually want to be under his tutelage, so to speak, and he's kind of blocking it to the point where people want to it's hard to explain. It's like he's hindering himself from having a drove of people actually make money for him. You know what I'm saying? Like all these people that want to come on his show, all these people want to be under him and actually want to learn from him and actually respect him as a comedian. Yeah. Even these other sub channels, he could have found a way to make money off of everybody. Didn't matter if he agreed with the type of content they were making. I'm pretty sure most people would have been able to funnel some type of funds to him for doing certain things.
They do revenue sharing. Like that's in the background of YouTube. Like they can do what they do and then just say, okay, we both share on it. Like there's ways to work with people, but
they add a nice spot. He could have been like, yo, you want to, do this or use my stuff. Like there's different ways that he could have capitalized on all this. Just like when I was just talking to
Pac G better not be on the phone with Corey, nigga.
right. I don't know what he's doing.
No, if I know this nigga Corey, like I know this nigga Corey, he will call this nigga Packy. I would put
his gooey raccoon call.
Pac G, where your ass at? Nigga, get off the motherfucker. Tell that fat fuck to mind his own motherfucking bed. We ain't got number 300 motherfuckers over here that probably ain't coming back next week when we talking about some other shit. Don't even fucking talk to that nigga, man. Hang up on that nigga and get back on the show, man. I know, dog, something in my spirit is telling me he on the phone with that nigga, dog. Go ahead, though. Anyways.
Well, the thing about it is, too, like when I talked about him doing a special, like he has the perfect spot to do a special at. Like a lot of the things that he could be doing to really capitalize and to really get his mind off of other things that don't matter is actually going out and succeeding in different ways that he sees his peers doing.
Nigga. Can I interject or you ain't done?
No, I'm good. That's all I had to say.
Thank you, man. You know what I would have loved to see and still would love to see if it can't happen now, thanks to Corey motherfucking ass.
Right.
But Corey could have put together before DC and them niggas. What's they call that shit?
85 South. Yeah.
Before 85 South, before the Plastic Cup Boys, before all these niggas was putting their niggas on and going on tour, Corey had a lineup, nigga. Let's say Marcus ain't that funny. He can do 3 minutes. Matter of fact, he can be the motherfucking the MC. He ain't gotta be the comedian. He could be the MC. Then you put Kraig on. he ain't strong, but he can do a couple minutes. And then you put Grady on. Then you put Nate on.
Oh my God.
Then Corey headline that shit for an hour.
God.
Nigga, that shit will make millions of dollars, nigga.
Yeah.
And we'll be looking for the part 2.
Yep.
You had Kraig and fucking Corey alone can sell out a fucking theater. Can Corey sell out a theater by himself? Not quite, because sorry guys in the chat, buddies. A lot of niggas don't know who Corey is to this day, nigga. It's a lot of black men and women who have no idea who the fuck Corey is. I'm sorry to tell you niggas this. So that's why he struggles to sell out those big venues, because he's still not known to the masses. He's known to us internet niggas. He's known to the streets. He's known to certain people that's tapped
but not the GP. And that's who you really need.
The general population do not know who Corey is like that. But I'm saying that lineup of niggas, dog, I would spend $100 a ticket easy for that lineup.
Yes.
All right, that's all I want to say.
No, that's like the dream. Who you playing like fantasy comedy show? That was great. I loved it.
See, niggas say Corey take funny niggas with him on the road. Is you talking about the small venues, like the comedy clubs? Because when he come here, he's just one of the guys. He's just one of the niggas on the motherfucking. He ain't running the shit. It's niggas
like
that
a tour that he's
and then basically he's one of the. I mean, he's on there with other juggernauts though. He on there with Mike Epps. He be on there with DC. He be on there with Blaq Ron or Chico or it be other niggas that got names for themselves as well. When I see him, I don't know who he take to the smaller clubs, but what I just said was 5150 branded tour, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And
money in the bank.
Hold on. Then Shaq, who gave you a couple licks, as you call it, or some of these friends that you say you have because you won't speak against, you telling me they won't produce your shit?
A silent investor is probably that's his best bet. A silent investor, because a lot of people are scared to be attached to Corey in certain ways, publicly and business wise. But if you had a silent investor with all the people that actually watch you behind the scenes, Corey said it a lot. He said, y'all be surprised by all the major people that actually watch the 5150 show and give him props behind the scenes. You should be talking business with these people. Hey, I want to, and it's gonna make money.
I'll do you one better. I'm so sorry, dog. Go ahead. I ain't want to lose my idea. Go ahead.
5150 is so big that not just Corey, but the people that are associated with him have these people pull up to their comedy shows. So you know for a fact a tour will work. That's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead.
I'll do you one better. 5150 as a motherfucking comic view type of style. Just the name alone is funny. 5150, that means you finna have the craziest comedians in the country doing a stand-up on your 30-minute slot, or go to one of these networks, pitch the 5150 stand-ups. We need one of them. That's what comedy missing anyway. We don't got the Def Comedy Jams or the comic views anymore. But if you got a 5150 version, Corey being the motherfucking boss of it,
you
know what I'm saying? You can put on who you want. You can really open the doors for niggas and let them get on the stage and do their thing. And you get all the money and proceeds and whatever.
Sadly enough, like you said, AP, it probably would never happen because he has burned so many bridges and it tells so much of people's personal business and things that happen on his show. A lot of people probably wouldn't trust it. And the only people he would get that are interested in doing it are the low-level people he talk down on.
Listen, bro. When Def Comedy Jam was on, when Comic View was on, these niggas that was on those stages were nobodies. Just because they great to us now, they were on the come up.
Yeah.
All them niggas you saw on Def Comedy Jam was young nobodies at the time. When Bernie Mac was on there, that nigga was a nobody at the time. You understand what I'm trying to say? So Corey don't need these niggas with names.
Right.
He need to have a stage that he can bring the up and coming people on the network. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if that'll work in these days, but I'm just saying he needs to be more entrepreneurial since he's such a fucking boss. But it's hard to pay rent out there in Cali and shit and keep a truck. You know what I mean? It's hard to keep your bills paid out there in Cali. I think he should humble himself and move to Chicago. That nigga will be a boss.
I'm gonna make the perfect analogy.
He'll be a millionaire.
For this sophisticated shorty said, "What about cancel culture? Would it work with the topics he talks about? Yes,
if he do it
would, because you got people like
Andrew
Donald
Schultz.
Trump. No, fuck that. The ultimate
point,
Donald
that's another
Trump.
good one.
Donald Trump is the person that don't care about and when you have and I say him for a reason, not because him and Corey are the same person, but the fact that they have a cult fan base. Your cult fan base isn't going to allow you to be canceled. Same with Kanye. Same with these people. Like these people develop a cult fan base to the point where they obviously, as you can see in the chat with some people, they can't do no wrong. And they going to always have support behind them. That's why I said those people are the same. Like those people are good for his business. The 5150 fanboys and stands and all that, they're good for his business because he can always go on the road with that.
Always.
And that's
but there's a reason. There's a reason that I brought up Andrew Schultz, because Andrew Schultz, he, for y'all that don't know, he's a comedian that he has a podcast with Charlamagne the God called Brilliant Idiots. They've been doing since about 2013 or 14.
Right.
Excuse me. But Andrew Schultz, branched off as well and has his own podcast called Flagrant. It used to be called Flagrant too. And Flagrant really took off because we were in a very PC era at the time. And a lot of people were just tired of people holding their tongue and trying to be PC, trying to be accepted. So Flagrant was born, and he has the asshole army. That's what his fans, are called. And they launched a Patreon, everything. I mean, they make over $90,000 a month because there is an appetite for someone that will go there unbridled, and everything. And so there is a way. Corey already has the cult fan base. Okay. Like Corey really should be.
And this part too.
We can't afford 90,000 a month though. We some broke niggas, you know what I'm saying?
No. But
we can get that nigga like 1,300 a month.
No, but they're paying like $5 a month each, but it adds up because of the fan base to be 90-something thousand dollars a month. But they have $5 tiers, 20, 25, so each person isn't paying that. Anyway, go ahead.
Now sophisticated shorty, another thing, when you say you're talking more about TV aspect, I'm gonna tell you this. Don't nobody care about TV. Don't nobody care about cable. None of that. The new wave is this internet, getting it on these social platforms instead of getting a flat rate of what they'll pay you on a contract without giving you and trying not to give you royalties, not trying to give you nothing that will benefit you later on. Corey could put a special on YouTube and continue to make money from that years and years. Like, it's going to keep making money because of the fact that it's going to get the views. It's going to get the attention. He's going to continue to get checks off that every month that'll add up more than a contract that they will make him sign to give him, like, let's say, we're going to give Corey they're going to give him the Monique deal, 500,000. You know what I'm saying? Let's give him 500,000 for a special when he could get $1 million off of it being on YouTube, Patreon, all types of other stuff, just for it being out there and continuously being able to make him money instead of the people that gave him the contract, because it's only going to make them, like, if he was to go on Netflix going to continue to make that bread. They're going to give him the flat rate and be like, all right, man, there you go. I would much rather, and same with him, if he's somebody that's about the people, he should definitely think about putting that on the internet somewhere. Or creating the Patreon, or like I said, the setup
have your
is
people
there.
Funded. Have your people funded. You have the people.
The setup is there. You can go to the coin. You can be right at the Coin Academy. You can set up a bunch of chairs. You can get this. You can get a nice little makeshift stage going on. It's a nice room. You got nice cameras, got nice sound. You can do an hour special in the Coin Academy and release it on the 5150 channel and make bread.
Do you think that some of his hesitation to make some of these moves was because of what was going on in his personal life? That he's going through a divorce and he's not wanting to have to split that money because he is in California and it is, a 50-50.
But the thing is, he didn't have a special before he was getting a divorce. In that span of time, like he had a span of time before that happened to put something out then. Now it could definitely be a hindrance now because it's something that clearly is affecting him. You know what I'm saying? It's affected him a lot. He brought it up on the show before this about how he's been feeling when, you know, the shit first happened between him and his ex-wife. Now, also, if you somebody that, like I say, he says a lot of things on his show. If you somebody that's really about what you doing, and you the OG, the greatest comedian in your eyes, go ahead and do that special. Go ahead and put that stuff in there with you and your ex. Do all that shit, but do it because you want to do it. Also, don't let the fans force you to do it. Do it because you want to do it.
I'm looking at the chat and I see Bruce Tucker in the chat, right? Say something crazy to Jazzbo. So I saw Jazzbo comment. And Jazzbo made me laugh. The way he talk is just so funny. Bruce Tucker, crazy as cat shit. You know, I keep it 1,000.
That's the one dude that he was like the #1 something detective on Jazzbo's channel for a while. He changed his name up. He still
Shout out to you, Bruce Tucker. I know you changed your name, but I'm familiar with the way that you comment. You've been around all of us since we've all started. So shout out to you.
Shout out to you, dog. He know every timestamp of every moment of every time in 5150 history. If y'all want to talk about somebody that's
he can catalog
it, he can pull up a timestamp right now.
Shout out to you, Bruce. So where do y'all want to take this?
What was you done with all the talent? Because we
y'all, I didn't know y'all wanted to
go on motherfucking tangents and shit. Never get back to where you were.
Okay,
we should do Freez.
Hey, Pac G got a call from Corey, and Corey said that it's a conflict of interest if this nigga stay on the Western show.
Yeah, because this nigga been gone.
Guaranteed. Listen, I had the motherfucking thought first. Listen, I thought I wasn't sure, but I had a feeling. I'm almost 95% sure this nigga got a phone call. Packy, where your ass at, nigga?
We gonna find out.
Man, that nigga got a phone call, man. I'm telling y'all.
Ask where y'all got
I'm telling y'all, man.
95% sure. I highly doubt it.
What you doing, Pac G?
Where'd you go?
I pissed it out.
Hey, y'all. Hey, man.
Corey was like, go ahead and open the. Go ahead and get back on there, so you don't think
I'm a little high over there, man. I'm a little high.
Oh, my man in the back cave. He got all the lights off. He was asleep.
Oh,
dog took a nap mid.
The head dog that got him.
This nigga took
it was
all I see is teeth. All I see is teeth and t-shirt. What's going on?
Oh, this nigga, hold up. This nigga took he was in there getting it in.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Dog got some.
Oh, you a freaky ass nigga, 69 guard.
I ain't mad at him.
Guard.
No, birthday weekend. I'm on that. I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so y'all want to talk about the next talent, other talent we want to talk about?
The Donald and Kamala. No, what we'll do?
No,
with
the
that?
talent.
Freez love. Freez also was a 10 out of 10 because he brought the other comedic talent to where he was sharp, and he has one of the most memorable moments of 5150 history. Top three. Debate. The hat was the hunt. That is probably still to this day the funniest video on the internet that only a tight-knit group of 5150 fans know about. That video should be 500 million views deep, viral.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Listen, when that happened, I cried. I was at work looking like a lunatic. I was crying so hard.
I had
because they posted the next day, because this is when they used to still do Ustream and then post on YouTube. They didn't do YouTube Live back then. And so when I watched it the next day at work, like I couldn't even breathe. I was laughing so hard. And the way that Corey is like his instigating laugh, that shit was so funny. Like I think that's what made it even more funny. The way he was instigating and the way he was also kind of like narrating it, like he was moving his head, trying to get back under the hat, you know, like that. I might go watch that tonight. That was a classic.
Because I had to pause it because the way that he tipped his hat up and the way Zoe was looking at it leave his head, he looked up.
He did. He said,
Definitely. Maybe one episode we just bring that back just to watch it.
My cranium.
Dog, hold on. How about Corey and fucking D's laugh? Them motherfuckers couldn't contain they laugh.
Listen, D was crying, laughing.
D peed on,
she
D,
peed on
D
herself.
shit, She shitted on herself.
She was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Dog, that nigga hair was grown back in, dog. That's almost like snatching a nigga pants down when he on little and shit, like in front of the whole school building. That's how much that nigga was like. that nigga had to change schools after that hat came off. Nigga, that shit, I'm telling you, dog.
And that was when he used to call those shark head and shit.
And y'all got to remember, like I told y'all, I watched these shows live. Like I was back in the day watching these shows the same night. You know what I'm saying? So for years, I seen all them fucking shows. It's to this day, like I said, last night I watched the show. It was funny as hell once they got past this whole shit. I was like, man, 5150 is not only a great show, it don't need to go nowhere, but he need to understand that other people can thrive from his show and he still be 5150. No one's taken away by other people, even us talking about it, even us having new numbers or gaining some followers due to his content. Nigga, that ain't hurting your shit, nigga. That's crab in the barrel mentality. If you mad that other niggas is eating, and you might be the catalyst for that. Why is that not an honor to you, nigga? If you not a hoe ass
bragging rights.
If like, you not but you gotta be a hoe ass nigga though. You gotta be a hoe ass nigga like these. How do bitches act? These bitches hating on me. I'm the first bitch to have lashes at the job. Now all these bitches want lashes at the job. That's how Corey act.
Right.
Oh, I got my hair braided. Now all of a sudden this bitch got her hair braided. Nigga, that's how you acting, you fat fuck.
True.
That fuck is funny to me, G. I don't even care. It ain't that big a deal. Fat fuck is a good way to end the goddamn rant, nigga.
And we be going from love and reverence to like insults and bullshit, disrespect.
But that
we do love you too.
That show you that 5150 more than y'all know is like a family unit. And Marcus brought that up too. It is somewhat like a family because niggas in the chat room, people that we've been watching the same content at the same time, laughing together for years and years. How do y'all not grow a community like that? This is a community. We the niggas, we the cousins that you don't like. I'm the cousin,
God,
the cousin I don't like. Whatever.
Shut the fuck up. I was gonna ask y'all about that this week. I literally was like, I feel like we the cousins that came to the family reunion that be out like by somebody's truck smoking.
And you know what the problem is? We the cousins that went to college. So we a little more critical of the hood ones that still ain't figured shit out. And they still dirty bottom feet ass niggas. So we like, damn, man. Like we don't want to eat their potato salad because of the roaches at their house. Like we the bougie cousins that have made it out, and we can able to look back and see the ignorance of our other cousins who's still in the fucking bottom and they won't figure out, they won't get that shit out their goddamn life. You know what I mean? Like, he's just ignorant. But again, it's room for everybody. And that's what I wish that nigga knew that. I wish he wasn't threatened by other people around him making their own moves. I wish he wasn't. Yeah. I think, honestly, because I always did hope that the nigga got his recognition. Because I watched his 40-year career. His 40-year career, at least 35. I watched the whole thing and I'm like, when this nigga gonna get his just due?
Right.
I want him to retire. Ain't no way this 60-year-old need to be on the road every goddamn week. I want Corey to get a bag so big that he can finally fucking relax and retire.
He can get that bag with his podcast alone.
If he stop acting like a bitch ass nigga. The one thing he just cannot do. The money is right here, Corey. Literally, they wrote the check, Corey. All you gotta do is stop acting like a bitch ass nigga for 2 minutes and sign your name on the check, Corey, and you got the money, Corey. God damn it.
Now let me say this real quick, and because I'm gonna be done after this. Sophisticated Shorty said, with that being said, how do y'all feel about Corey saying we act like we know him when he has literally told us a lot of his business for 10 plus years? Here's the thing. We're never going to fully know who Corey is. We don't even know. We're not even never going to know Corey on a personal level. But that the thing with it is he has told a lot about himself over these years. And he has told his audience that he is a certain type of person. That's why you see people like maybe me or AP or Binki or Pac G talk about the contradictions, because when you spend so much time telling people that you're a certain type of way, but you display other actions that contradict it, the people that believed in you at one point and took your word for it are now looking at you different. Now it's not.
He's our older cousin.
Yeah, of course it's not everybody, but
he shares a lot.
He shares a lot.
He shares a lot, GMS, and we are observant, like you said. Like we've spent over 15 years or more. Like AP is even even longer, and probably you too. But like we spent all these years watching him, listening to him, and Corey really opens up to his audience. Let's keep it a buck. Like he really opens up and shares his life, and there's like a reason he was really mad with shout out to M from New York. I'll be bringing him up, but like M from New York was able to get information on him a lot because of a lot of stuff that he shared on the show before. Names, full names of people, situations, stories, everything. So it's like we know stories and we know behavior.
And shout out to Jasper. I'm just saying this about his content. I always watched him looking at it from a standpoint of like, this man old enough and got enough understanding about how shit go. That's why some of the things he break down be 100. Now, obviously, Jazzbo, I don't agree with all the shit you say, but you funny as fuck. But when he breaking certain shit down, I feel him, because it's like, if you've been around enough and you've been around characters enough, you can read niggas like a book. You don't gotta know the nigga personally. You doing the math. While this nigga is showing you bits and pieces of himself, you doing the math on this nigga. And he gonna fall into a range. Let's say the red range is all hoe ass nigga. And then you get into the yellow, and then you get into the green. Green is a solid ass nigga. Now Corey started off as a solid ass nigga to most of us.
Yeah.
Then he got in that yellow pretty goddamn fast. And that nigga been deep in that red for the last 4 or 5 years, probably 10 years. This probably about 6 years. This nigga been in hoe ass nigga land in my math estimation for a while now. You know what I'm saying? So it just come on now.
That's why I gravitate towards Jazzbo, and even your
credit is bad. Then they got bad credit. Go ahead.
But that's why I gravitate towards the Reaper's channel, and also even yours, AP. Like when you were doing content on your own channel, because when a real nigga talking, you want to listen. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell when they're talking from experience and not like I think or I saw other people do this or that. It's like, no, I know because I've lived. You know what I'm saying? So
because people start falling into they start looking like the other nigga like that.
Yeah.
Like the more and more somebody doing something, I'm like, this nigga act just like such and such. So now I'm putting you in the same way I feel about such and such, who I do know personally. I'm starting to say, you know what? It walk like a duck, talk like a duck. It's a motherfucking duck. And this nigga act just like another hoe ass nigga I know. So why wouldn't I think he a hoe ass nigga too? You know what I'm saying? So that's all. But look, I don't want to harp on this shit. I think we did it, y'all. 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
God damn. Welcome back, AP.
Welcome back, brother.
Thank you. I forgot I was gone. Shit.
But we back, y'all. Thank y'all. Shout out to y'all.
One last thing. Just because it was on the marquee, we just gonna do this for the chat that's up. If you think Trump is gonna win the election, put a 1. If you think Kamala Harris is gonna win, put a 2. All right, 1 for Trump, 2 for Kamala Harris. Let's see where y'all mind is at. Appreciate everybody for pulling up and enjoying the show. Even the haters, we love y'all too, man. Even though y'all some bitch ass niggas. Appreciate you. Participate in the chat. Put the 1s or 2s, man. Who you voting for? Who you think is gonna win, man? 1 or 2.
Who was 1? Trump.
Trump is 1. Kamala's
Harris 2. Oh, child. Okay.
Hey, look, y'all. If y'all think Kamala gonna win,
get from out that rock.
God bless you. God bless you for what you think.
Yeah, see,
okay.
Look, one, unfortunately. That's where I'm at.
Okay, well, listen. Okay, shout out to y'all for hoping a nigga that says that cops that kill you niggas will get federal immunity.
Don't you turn Corey on us in this motherfucking show, baby. Did nobody say that?
I don't want that.
We don't
I wasn't
want her?
listening well. I
Did
wasn't
nobody
listening
say
well.
we do? We didn't say we do or we don't.
We just know.
I'm
what's
just
gonna happen.
telling you. 1 plus, I'm doing the math.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You
The
a real
math-
nigga. I just said it.
Yeah, I'm just saying the math does not favor Kamala
Okay.
doing shit. I'm telling you.
Like we
they
gonna
first-
see. We gonna see.
Democrats had a
will.
long time to find a viable candidate if they were serious about winning an election.
Okay, well, AP.
It's gonna be interesting. It's
Okay,
gonna
we
be
see the votes. The people have voted in the chat. They agree with you.
I agree
So
with
we're gonna
DJ.
see.
I agree with DJ.
DJ Purge.
Yeah.
empty ballot. Yeah, I'm not
it's
voting
a
this
wrap.
year. Y'all ain't
It's a
gonna get,
wrap.
y'all ain't gonna get my vote. Y'all don't. This country don't deserve our votes. They be playing in our faces, man. They don't deserve our votes.
Don't get
Half the
excited.
hey, most of the people in here felons anyway. So we out this bitch.
Peace. Till
Peace.
next week, y'all.